Yes, it's Dadman Walking 55 here again today on the World Wide Web. Do we still call it that anymore? But anyway, hey, it's Sunday night, 10 o'clock, 10 after 10 on the East Coast of the U.S. Welcome to your late night with Dadman and Friends. Our friend Mark D with us, he's not doing his normal geekery show tonight. So, wanted to come live now to give some opportunity to people if they, just make sure we have some programming out there for you guys and people in this normal time slot. And hope y'all have fun with us tonight. It is completely chaotic, random, and everything else. If you've never attended a late night with Dadman and Friends before, it truly is a squirrel stream. We bounce from tree to tree, nut to nut, and apparently you've got to be nuts to be on this stream a bit. So, hey, without that, let me introduce to you two of the people that are here now and currently my side, well, let's see. Let's bring him in first. The great JT Kirk, and then, of course, Hungry Boy. Hey, guys.
Hey, good evening, Devin.
You were going to say sidekick, weren't you?
I was about to, but I realized I got two sidekicks right now, and I called us all nuts, and you two were in the back. So, hey.
I'm okay with Motley Crue.
Motley Crue, all right. But hey, but listen, we told Hungry Boy to kind of save an energy. We got our big stream on Tuesday night and stuff like that. So, he can be the supervisor. He can take the management role in this little broadcast. And, you then leave your entertainment needs up to us being a showman, an accountant, and an IT. What better says showmanship than an accountant and an IT guy? So, hey. How are
the
you
Office,
guys?
Man, people love The Office. They do.
Hey, there you go. I know. It's cool. So anyway, how are you gentlemen doing today? I mean, this is I think I've totaled up. It's my fourth stream today.
Oh wow!
But I love it. I like you say, I enjoy this. I was a guest over Lorena Creel earlier as an fill-in, and it's always an honor to go over there. And I always encourage people to watch her and subscribe and support her channel. Great person, great lady. But gentlemen, how was your day today for a Sunday? Well, I guess Hungry, it's Monday for you now. But how are y'all? Any big things you did today?
JT?
Well, just the stuff around the house that needs to get done. But I also went through the pantry and organized a bunch of stuff. So not super exciting by any means, but got to see a bunch of weird happenings in the NFL too.
Oh yes, we're going to talk a little bit about that though. Folks, we're not going to. It's not going to be a heavy sports ball. I do want to mix a lot of things in, which is one of the things about this show. But especially with this man here, JT Kirk, we cannot ignore the Detroit Lions now. I mean, since when can a Detroit Lion fan talk football and be happy?
Oh, I know.
Yes.
This is the first time ever in my whole life, and I'm closer to 40 than I am 4. So it.
You baby.
Maybe, yes. But I do have a question, and I want y'all to help me remember this because I saw it on a meme or something earlier. Name a movie, and here's the thing: name a movie or the first movie you remember that you saw as a kid that I guess tormented you, gave you nightmares. And we can just think about it. Obviously, Hungry knows what my answer is going to be, but put that in your mind. Put it in your, and I might go with other answers to kind of for some similar things about that time. But you in the chat, if you can think about that, just as a side, one of the topics we can come, one of the nuts, squirrels, whatever we chase around here. So feel free to look at that and think about that. We'll have some fun. Like I said,
I can tell you immediately because sometimes when parents had to leave you alone, you were left to change the channel on the television yourself as a toddler.
Yep.
Oh dear.
You were the remote control.
Yeah, exactly. And so when I was about 4, and I don't want anybody to watch this movie. I don't want anyone to watch this movie. It's not as bad as you would think it would be from the title. But it was called, and it's a notorious movie from 1968, The Diabolical Dr. Z. And it's a black and white film, and it was done by a notorious director, Spanish director, called Jesus Franco, sometimes called Jesus Franco.
Okay.
and 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 after Spain let go of its very draconian laws that came about after the Spanish Civil War, certain filmmakers felt free to, shall we say, go for it in certain
Right.
ways in horror films, etc. And there was just most of the film has got no horror in it, but there was this one moment where they had science fiction horror elements in it, and there was a person, I won't say male or female, and they were lacking clothing, and they were strapped to this scientific apparatus, and a needle, a science fiction horror needle, was going into a section of their vertebrae. And as a 3-year-old, I couldn't handle it. I freaked out, and I just jumped off the bed and changed the channel as soon as I could. But later on, I thought I misremembered this film. I thought, no, this can't be a real memory. This has to be one of those Mandela effects that people talk about, right? And then I looked it up.
Explain that. Explain that for me real quick. Again, the Mandela effect.
Okay, so the Mandela effect happens where people think something happened because other people talked about something happened that didn't really happen, like a Mandela dying in prison in Africa. That didn't happen. And so you get a Mandela effect oftentimes with television or cinema where people think something happened in a movie or a television show, but it didn't really happen. Or the film in their head as a toddler didn't exist. But I looked up this film, and I suddenly saw, I mean, I was looking at a different Jesse Franco film. That's the other name he goes by, Jesse Franco. And lo and behold, I saw this black and white film photo on the IMDb, and I went, oh, no, this might be it. And then I watched the film, and it was exactly it. I did not misremember it at all. That horrible scene was there. And this also happened with a couple of other things. So with the Mandela effect, some people can say, oh, I think I saw this on Outer Limits, but other people say it didn't happen. Now, here's the interesting thing, and Dadman will appreciate this. There was an actual scene in Outer Limits that got cut out in live broadcast in the South because they considered it too scary for youngsters. So there were a lot of people in the North or in the Midwest that saw the entire Outer Limits episode, right?
Yeah.
And they said, I remember seeing this. And people in the South said, no, that never happened. There was just like a black screen during that moment. Well, that actually happened because the local networks cut the scene. And so that's the Mandela effect.
Okay. Well, let me tell you, that's why we do it great under the Mason-Dixon line, because we know that stuff like that happens, and we know it's better for people. But hey, anyway.
It's better for people.
Exactly. Damn it, just listen to us.
I apologize for prattling on too long, but you asked me a question. I'm going to give you the full answer.
I appreciate it. I just want you to make sure back there. Let me go through the chat real quick. There are some, because like I said, we're going to, let's see, about the first scary movie that you have memory of. We're going to talk about the NFL a little bit for JT Kirk with the Lions, some of the other stuff with that. I saw another trailer for the Marvels movie, and God. I will touch on that slightly.
And that was the scariest thing, that the first thing.
Well, actually, listen, I'm a fan of, I'm actually okay with Ghostbusters 2016, except for all their marketing and rambling that they did. But But I'll tell you what I think with this one. So anyway, let's say hello first to Joseph Dredd. Hey, like he said, smash that like button. And he's first today. And the great Buddy Hepburn. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Make sure you're doing it. Yeah, keeping up with everything you got to over there. But thank you for, as much as you here and lurking. And the great JT Kirk's in the chat with us. And Mikey Susie Ford is here. Hey, and I'm going to go back.
Hello, Mikey. Great to see you.
To see you, sir. I hope everybody, your family's doing well tonight. Good to see you. Sit back, relax, and have some fun with us. I'm going to star some of these to come back to them to our topic.
I mean, also just to be the Ed McMahon here to your Johnny Carson, which is partially my job, but I love it. It's a pleasure and a
Yep.
privilege. I mean, Mikey's actually been involved in Hollywood, so when Mikey talks about certain things, it's coming from a very delicious perspective, and Mikey knows what
Hmm.
I mean.
Exactly. Exactly. So, hey, welcome. I think that's everybody that I've seen in the chat. So, well, we got 8 people with us right now. Hey, thanks everybody that's here. Make sure you smash that like button. Find out we're only 19 away from the good old 500 mark, and then we'll have some kind of weird, crazy promotional stunt. But hey,
Mm.
listen, when I do promotional stunts, I don't sit there and say something and cause a turmoil all through the internet and then say it was done to get numbers. When I do it for real feelings for you guys out here that take your time to just hang with me and all. So, and
It's a
Hungry
block
knows
party. It's a block party, dude. That's what you
exactly. Hungry
do.
knows exactly what I'm talking about. Small town republic. Good to see you. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Hey, good to see you too. We got 8 people hanging in here with us tonight. Sit back, relax, get your beverage of choice, have a snack, and we're going to see how this goes tonight. Uh, Definitely not a normal timing stream, but and like I said, our friend Martin D with a C didn't stream tonight, so I'm doing something here in case people want something to watch. And all credit to Martin. Look forward to seeing getting his updates from the Comic Con he went to
Mm.
today. So definitely a good thing. So we got a few bullet points now. First, what was the first movie as a kid that scared you that you remember? Uh, the NFL Marvels trailer, and maybe a little bit of Hocus Pocus if we get time. Oh no, I didn't. Hey Wade, good to see you. But no, I've not been able to watch a lot tonight. I've been streaming for some reason. But hey, it's all
Well, look,
it's all good.
I'm not,
Mhm,
I'm not a shill for other channels, but you and I have spoken privately when it's not on public, so it's not
mhm.
shilling. And I've told
Right.
you how much I admire La Reina Creole.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
I mean, I've admired her. I mean, what, 5 years now?
Hmm.
And so, I mean, if you get invited on her show, I mean, dude, you got to go. You gotta. There's
Hmm.
no choice about it. And
Hmm.
she is an very leaving how attractive she is out of it, and she's very attractive, I have to say. The thing is that
I
she
know
is
she'd appreciate that.
oh yeah, but I mean she's incredibly intelligent, adroit, and she can fly off the cuff or work with scripted content.
Hmm.
And I mean, that is a person who knows how to give what YouTube needs, but YouTube may not want.
Right.
And I appreciate that. I really appreciate her as I don't like this term, but content provider. And I
Right.
would say in the spooky season, right? The spooky season,
Hmm.
we are missing out from not having a $300,000 budget horror film starring La Reina Creole.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you were going to say Jamie Lee Curtis there for a second, but I
I will
got
say
you.
that too, but
Okay.
I'm
Yes,
just
I got
I'm
you.
complimenting, not shilling. That's all I'm
All
doing.
right. All right. Well, we're just making sure. So, hey, at least you're using the shilling word because the other S word is banned on Twitch. So,
Ah!
yes. That's one of the first things Aang told me about. She told me what you can't say on Twitch. So,
Oh,
like, when I
dang.
went on Aang's channel, I was like, okay.
Well, that's good. I have no knowledge of the Twitch
Does
no-nos,
that does
but
that
I
word
know all the YouTube no-nos. So
does that S word start with an S and end with a P?
Yeah, yeah, of course. We're not slumping like in baseball, It's not a hitter's slump, But hey, folks, while I've
so
got 8 people here tonight, let me go ahead and shill, since we're talking about shilling, for myself on Tuesday night. If you've not heard, we are going to be, and 2 of the 3 members are here tonight with the Battlestar Galactica, the original series in 1978. We're going to take a look at the series, an overview format, and I've
Yeah.
got a few things I want to show with it. And you'll stick around. Hey, retweet it out, bring some other people in, and I might share something magical from uh, that I'm going to try to show the other night. So,
Mm.
and y'all just have to think about it. We'll see what happens. You know, hopefully y'all enjoy the stream tonight, and definitely make plans to be with us Tuesday night. It's going to be fun. It's going to be something different, and just sit back, enjoy the ride, and we are going to you know do what we can, the best we can. So,
It's going to be, I have to say, it's going to be great hearing what Lisa has to say
hmm
because, she gets very into the sci fi stuff, but she also gets very into the heartfelt stuff. And this is no spoilers. I mean, for God's sake, if you're going to listen to us talk about BSG, you got to know the film is half heart, half sci fi. That's the entire series. That's the first
hmm
film, and that is the pilot, and that is the entire series going after that. It's all about heart now.
hmm
She and I, Lisa, oh, this might be the first time Lisa and I disagree heavily on certain things, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be wild. It's going to be
hmm
magical.
Yep, exactly. So we're gonna have fun, see where it goes, and make plans to be with us Tuesday night. So hey, definitely looking forward to it. Should be a good time to be had by all. All right. Well, that I think I've got everybody that's in here now.
Hmm.
So we're gonna let's I didn't mean to start that one, but let's go ahead and let's talk some of the NFL today. I mean, JT Kirk,
Yes, sir.
the the I cannot believe the last time if this has ever happened. The Detroit Lions look like they're taking command of the NFC Central Division, or is it
NFC
this
North. North. Yeah.
NFC North? Yes.
Yeah.
What the heck has happened?
Well, you have no more Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
Hey, Ron. Oh,
That's
well,
an SNL
yeah.
thing going. But anyway, then you also have the Bears being perennially bad for I think probably going on 20 years now, and the Vikings. I think they, not the best off season, and they're kind of paying for it. Now you look at the NFC North versus the NFC South. That's another one where it is even uglier because if I remember
Yeah.
right, the NFC South is having even bigger
Yeah.
troubles.
Yeah. Tampa Bay
So,
is leading it barely. I mean, it's kind of like the leader by default, really. Hey,
right.
Hey, Pleasant Valley Picker. Hey, how are you doing? No, I
Hey,
don't do panel.
PvP.
Yay, good to see you. It's been a while, but no, I
Hey,
don't. I don't really do necessarily open panel links, but PvP. Glad to have you with us tonight. I try to control the the circus that comes
Chaos.
in, and like this. You want chaos? We got chaos in the chat now. We got a mouse turned loose.
Suika!
The
Yay,
Vikings.
Suika!
The Vikings. Good job. I can't believe she said that of all people. Oh my gosh. But hey,
Oh,
but then again, she's a Packers fan, so and she's the resident anti-cowboy that likes to make my life miserable. So, but of course, I like when people give me a hard time about the Cowboys because you know why? The Cowboys deserve it. I, I keep saying Dak Prescott is the gift that keeps on giving. So she says hi to you and hello to Miss Martin Muses tonight.
hello, Miss
Welcome,
Martin.
Miss Martin Muses,
Hello.
who I will be actually next month on her channel on
Oh,
one of her
cool.
chats. So
Very
thank you.
cool.
Good to see you, Miss Martin Muses. Absolutely. So, oh my gosh, hey folks, we got 7 y'all great here. We're on the march to 500 now, but we're let me reset a couple of the themes. We did start it come in with some of the sports ball, but hey, one of the questions is what we're going to talk about. What's the first scary movie that you remember, like especially when you were a kid?
I would like to hear Squeaka answer that one because her point of
Okay.
view, this is why I like Squeaka so much. Her point of
Mm-hmm.
view is very individual and
Mm-hmm.
it is exceedingly uh I say this as a compliment, Squeaka, eccentric. You are beautifully eccentric. And so I'd love to hear what your first memory of a scary movie was.
Could be anything involving cats or rat mouse traps or running out of cheese.
Running out of cheese.
So
Well, blue cheese,
yeah,
she said blue cheese can take her
yeah, I
out,
know,
so it
I
might be
know.
blue cheese.
And Pleasant Valley, it's great to see you here, man. I know it's been quite a while since we played Fortnite. So all right, so I'm going to hold off. Do not say what she said. I'm going to hold it there for a moment because I'm going to come back around to it. Let me finish
Mm-hmm.
up with JT Kirk real quick because I've been
oh,
marking a lot of these. Well, let me finish the recap. First scary movie that you remember, like from a child that stuck with you. I'm going to talk about what I saw about the Marvels trailer today. Uh, Maybe we'll talk some Hocus Pocus. I saw that movie this weekend,
Mm-hmm.
so share some thoughts with that. So, but hey, uh, But hey, everybody sit back, relax, have your beverage of choice. Pull up, uh, have some fun with us tonight, and make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're still subscribed, or if you haven't, give us a sub, and we'll be there soon. So, all right. Oh wow, there are two of them. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
and good choices. That first one,
Exactly.
Squeaka, seen it 3 times, know
Yep.
exactly what you're talking about. Gonna shut
Yep.
up. Go
All
for the
right.
host.
Well,
Oh, I
yeah,
got a phone
you
call.
you
You
were
guys talk about something. Wait.
young man. You're supposed to be relaxed tonight. Remember? So hey, you got the accountant and the IT guy that are supposed to be the showman tonight. So.
Right, right.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, exactly. What showman? Yeah.
Deadman,
Yeah.
the original question for me, what movie, the first movie to torment you, I guess, as a
Well,
kid?
let's hold up there
Uh-huh.
1 second. Let's finish
Sure.
where you said about the. We'll get right to that, but uh, the Lions. This is. Have they ever had a season this good before?
It's been many years. I want to say they had one in the early 20 teens,
Hmm.
but they proceeded to not do great things and did not win in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I have to go back to the Barry Sanders era to find something with that, and he left
Uh,
the team in 2000. So
yeah.
um, to
Yeah.
start off
It's
this good is rare indeed for a
they've got
team
a
historically awful.
they got a 2.5 game lead on the Green Bay Packers at 5-1. The Green Bay is 2-3. 3 games over the Minnesota Vikings. So.
Right, right.
Oh, by the way, Squeaky said she did her time in IT and shutters. So I tell you what, the one topic I hate auditing is IT. I try to delegate it as fast as I can. So,
Oh
but yeah,
yeah.
I would say congratulations to you as a Lions fan because it's like even as Jags fans, they've had more success in recent years, but still a lot of years of frustration. Just at some point, it's bad enough when you feel like the season's over before it even starts. So.
Oh yeah. And this game today was just ugly to watch. If I
Hmm.
was going to say watch the Lions do something nice, I really don't think that tonight's game or this afternoon's game was it. 20-6 doesn't really tell the whole story. There was just a ton of penalties on both sides. You had just poor play all around.
Hmm.
Missed field goal in there. Um, and the only reason they really did anything well was
Hmm.
that Tampa Bay feels like they have to have this quarterback that nobody else wants anymore.
Yeah.
And that gave them the end of the game because
Mhm,
the other team's quarterback could just not connect.
mhm. No,
So
you see, and that's the thing is they take the retread and yet they had a draft pick that they won't give the job to. They won't turn it over to him and let him learn the job. And just,
mhm.
but hey, at least the Tampa Bay Bucks are better. Could you imagine having Deshaun Watson with what happened up in Cleveland, where I guess there's some debate whether he's even hurt or not, or he supposedly didn't come back when he was supposed to. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But if anyone else but Baker Mayfield was on the field for the Bucks, I think they
Hmm.
probably could have given Detroit a better run for their money.
No,
So I'll
unless it
just say
unless it
that.
was Dak Prescott, but I'm so soured on Dak Prescott. I mean, it's like he's like in the Super Bowl, he's like in the playoffs already, and we're only 5 games in. It's like last week
Yeah.
was such a bad thing, and then of course they lost at the Cardinals. So, but hey, well that's kind of our sports ball. We can come back to it, but since we got people here and we've got a lot of responses, and I don't want to let that die either. The first scary movie that you have a recollection of, what was that for you, JT?
Sure. So this was a similar happening in on to what Hungary did, except I was over at a friend's house. It must have been in first grade after school, and you have the remote for the VCR, and
Hmm.
you press play, and their parents must have just um, gone through the previews or fast forwarded through the previews and had it right where Terminator 2 was starting with the dun 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 dun,
Oh,
and
yeah.
being in first grade and that's a rated R movie, you are what 11, 10, 11, 12 years away from being old enough to watch that thing on your own in the theater. And we must
Yeah.
have had that thing on for the first hour of that movie before
Wow.
somebody caught on that Terminator was playing.
Yes.
And you know, if you're in the first grade, Arnold Schwarzenegger riding a motorcycle and shooting at, you know, other the T-1000, right? Was scary as hell. Just say
Yeah.
I definitely had
I
nightmares
got
on
you.
that for a bit. It's
But
not a
see,
horror movie, but it's scary enough. I mean, it's
see,
scary enough as an adult
oh
to
my
think,
God. I
you
am
know,
so flippin' old, JT Kirk. Stop that. I'm not supposed to be old. You see, I was in college when that happened. I remember all the marketing and all the stuff that came out with it and stuff. It was, I mean, the marketing was everywhere with that thing, but it's like, so see, to me, it's a little bit hard to view that the same way because I was
mhm.
older. It was like, oh,
They
it's a
made
sequel
so
to
many
Terminator.
toys for kids for that
Yep.
movie, and it was rated R. It's like, good luck getting little kids with action figures to actually see that movie and not just cry and run in the corner and then want to play with these toys, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
but
there was one thing I wanted to say back to sports ball, only very briefly. And folks, you will see we will jump from topic to topic all the around the place because we're nuts chasing the squirrel. Oh, well, we're the squirrels chasing nuts all around tree to tree, limb to limb. And Mikey made a big point: no more unbeaten NFL teams today, which means the Miami Dolphins 73 team get to pop the champagne and celebrate that there's no more unbeatens, that their record will still continue on. Now, there was one team that went undefeated. It was the New England Patriots, but they didn't win the championship, so they did lose in the season. So after that digression, movies. So yours is Terminator 2.
that's
Okay, let's look at what people in the chat have said. We got Joseph Dredd. It said The Exorcist. All right. Mikey Susie Ford says The Omen. Yeah. And Buddy Hepburn says The Ring. Small Town Republic, Ghostbusters 2016. I like that movie. If they wouldn't have just shut up, if the director would not have said, if the actress would just, I like that movie, but I think they
all the
worked it.
press around that sank the ship.
I
It
know.
really did.
I was willing to take something different. Even the bimbo male secretary, I didn't mind all that, but it was all the PR and all the add on, the piling on after that. It was like, well, it's like the comic lady that says, if you don't like my politics, don't buy my book. It was like, why did y'all have to go there? Because I mean, somebody like me liked the concept. I did like that, and I want, and but it's just one of those. It's just one of those things. So I hope I didn't miss everything. Because then Squeaker said, "Night of the Creeps." She could sleep with her mouth open. Oh my goodness! And The Thing with Kurt Russell. Love him. Movie terrified me. I have not seen that version of The Thing. I have not seen The Thing, period. So that's,
Which version of the thing is that?
I'm not sure. It's one with Kurt Russell. Um, so yeah,
I don't think
exactly.
I've seen that one either. I've
Yeah,
seen the original, the thing.
exactly. And hello to Jedi Master Raven. Good to see you tonight. How are you, sir? Lemon Pie. Good to see
I
you. All
know,
the
lemon
stars are
pie.
here. Almost
Yeah.
all the stars are here, but hey, the missus is asleep. We got a few others that are uh, doing other things. So I've seen
And,
I
hey,
pre-screen.
folks.
Yep.
Yeah, let's
Yes.
just say, hey, folks, Mark D with the C normally has the geekery
Yes.
slash eatery this evening, and he is taking this evening off. And we
Yep.
posted on Twitter X and YouTube, hey, come check us out tonight. We still want to hang. If there's
Yep.
folks you normally see over there, let them know we're hanging out just so they
Yep.
don't have an evening where they don't get to do
Exactly. And we're not
talking
doing all
about
sport.
geeky
And we're
stuff.
not doing all sports ball. So I think this movie topic's kind of a fun one, and for people that have said their movies, what about it? Are there anything specifically that have, that stick with you? See, the easy one for me is Trilogy of Terror. That's obvious. But Jaws was another one. Just a basic movie like Jaws. See, I think Jaws to me is like you with Terminator 2.
Hmm.
Because
Oh, yeah.
because I was about 6 when it came out.
Oh, yeah.
So not that I had seen it. I'd seen enough promotion, either commercial on TV or the newspaper. Hey folks, there were these things back in the 70s called newspapers, and they were printed on paper and they were black print, and they also put pictures like Star Wars, the droids and some of that stuff, and they even had a picture of the shark Jaws going to eat the girl. It's like, I just was like, newspapers, that visual image, something that's so small, stuck with me at that age.
I think I saw that Jaws when I was maybe 10. My parents' Saturday
Yeah.
night kind of family movie thing. Thought maybe my sister and I were ready for it. Man,
Mm-hmm.
Jaws scared just the living crap out of me too.
It
And I
can
was
be.
older than you were, so I can't even
Yeah.
imagine at 6.
Yeah, it's like, so, and Buddy says the thing from 82 is the one most people say that has Kurt Russell. Okay, that's the one Squeaker was talking about. The original is
Oh, okay.
1951's The Thing from Another World. So, hey, all right, we got 10 people here. Make sure you smash that like button and sub if you haven't. We're join our crusade. I won't sing Les Miserables, Bob. I would just annoy somebody like Squeak out there. Won't you join our crusade? Yeah. Anyway, I'm not good. I'm not as talented as the missus or somebody like Miss Martin Muses out there. So I'll spare y'all. But I'll threaten it though. I'll threaten it. So, but yeah, Jaws was another one that I saw that really got to me. There was a gargoyle one too, but I think in the 70s, whereas you had to leave and go see them sometimes, but in the 70s it was like it was the at TV home movies. There was one with the gargoyles in it with these creepy green eyes that I remember, but I don't know what the movie is. And then the spider movies, all the black and white spider movies. look about jumping the ship, sing that and you will be on your own. Oh my goodness. So hey, but it's amazing the strength of visual images. I hope Hungry comes back. Did he say he's just taking that call? I think.
I think so.
Yeah,
another movie that kind of did the same to me as maybe
Mhm.
Jaws did to you was Jurassic Park with the T-Rex. The raptors didn't give me quite the fright, but it was the T-Rex that is almost like a Gojira type figure in the second movie. Yeah,
which one? The original Jurassic?
Yeah, the original Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
That one scared me. I had the little kids that were about my age in there too. That just add to the terror of it, right?
And of course, I think I was 23 when that happened. So, I'm like, I thought it was cool, but see, at that age, I'm more in the technology and stuff like that. But I loved it because of the spitter dinosaurs, the Dilophosaurus. Those were really, really cool.
Oh, the one that went after Newman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Newman.
or Nedry.
Newman.
I always call him Newman.
He's Newman everywhere. So, hey. So it's always a good thing, Newman. It's funny how you get little movies like that. So, folks, if y'all have other movies, just feel free. I will tell you, the Exorcist type movies I could never get into. If it's dealing with supernatural or spiritual, like The Nun and all these things, I listen. I view that there's real stuff in those dimensions, and I just can't get. Those I can't deal with.
Oh, The Exorcist terrified me the first time, but I honestly, if that doesn't scare you the first time, I don't know what scary movie will at that point.
And I think there's a new Exorcist movie actually in the theaters right now.
Yes, there is. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And Squeaka said she read Jaws and fell asleep and got a horrible sunburn. Yeah. that good a book, eh? That good of a book. So, you're right. The Jurassic Park, you did have some intense. We have been surprised to see people take young children to some of these movies. It's amazing what people will do sometimes. I Am Legend is one of the greatest in movie. Hell to you, Castle. Good to see you.
Hey, Castle.
Castle, good to see you. Yes. I Am Legend was probably one of the best movies I've ever seen in theater for terror, scares and stuff. And because I tell you, I watched it the first time with my mother-in-law, and I thought she was going to break my right knee because of all the jump scares, the intensity, the silence. I mean, all that works together, and it just in a good environment. Now, what happened the next time when I took the missus to see it, normally your second time through, it's not the same, as anyway.
Yeah.
But she had never seen it. But some lady, I swear, these people should not be allowed in movie theaters. If you can't handle a genre, you shouldn't go. She was laughing the whole time, giggling.
No,
that nervous laugh, and
it
truly ruined it. I mean, you had this. It just was like Really? So the missus did not have the same experience I had with it. So let me do one thing again to shill a little bit more. Now we got 11 people and a lot of people here with us, JT Kirk. I want to
Sure.
remind everybody about Tuesday night, a special stream that we got coming Tuesday night. Whereas a chill chat, all things Battlestar Galactica, the 1978 version, with me, with Lisa from YouTube, JT Kirk, and Hungry Boy. It will not be there's no way in a million years we can get to and about everything. I wish Hungry was here right now, but we're going to hit this at a survey level, big picture. But I've got some things to show you too from around that time. If you like into neat nerdums and geekdom stuff, please check us out. See this should be a very interesting stream. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. We going back watching them again is bringing back memories, and even comparison to like a lot of TV shows now these days and age.
I think it's going to be a big love fest on this show. Honestly, it's one of the greats. I can't wait for Tuesday. I've been looking forward to this for like 2 weeks myself.
Well, good. Well, glad.
I know I'm saying that because I'm on the panel, but no, I'm really looking forward to this as well. So, it's not going to be week by week kind of review things. It's a one-off show, but I think we're going to have a lot of fun doing it.
This could be a 3-hour stream too, easily. This is going to be one that could go a while. And you know what? We're going to take our time for as long as the panel wants to do it and talk about it and do it justice. It's one of the classics all the time. With the presence of Lauren Green, as Adama, I was always afraid when they did the new one, if they would actually get Adama, somebody with that presence. I know there's a debate between the old and the new. I was okay with the new. I didn't like it at first, the thought of it, but as I watched it, I got into it, and I could see and I accepted it. Although I think some of the script was bad, and I think they made Apollo and some of the characters too whiny or too unheroic or just too modern to me. But that's a personal taste. But I think in the general sense, they kept the spirit of the show, even though they changed things. But I like Edward Jones almost. If they couldn't get Adama right, he had his flaws, he had his problems. But you know what? I loved him as Adama for what they did for that thing. So,
Lemon Pie says that's cool. I've never watched Battlestar Galactica, but I understand it may be missing something. Well, I think we may tilt you over into wanting to give it a try after.
Yeah, Tuesday. I always kicked. It was like Star Wars for TV, and that's the way I called it, because I always equated it. Because see, I've always been more the sci-fi action type than the Star Trek science fiction. As I'm learning what all these new terms mean and stuff, but so to me, it had that action in it that I wanted, the pew pew and booms and stuff, and it was really good for its time. One of the things, though, I want to say it tonight again. I said it a bit earlier because I do not want to focus on this point on Tuesday night because I don't want to detract. I was watching one particular episode. It was a 2-parter with the ice space and the gun into space. Music.
Oh yeah.
Music in this reminded me of a Star Wars in the theater movie. Ahsoka. Where's the music? Where's the mood? Except, she looks like a pouty teenager all the time. I know people can justify those things and stuff, but to me, the practical things of like what Disney has done with all the shows, like the music's muted, the sound effects are muted. I think probably one of the best scenes I saw. 2 scenes were when the IG droid went crazy in the first episode, and when Luke Skywalker came back at the end of the second season. You had sound effect. There was something went with it. Most of the Disney shows tend to be, but one of the beauties I think with this show back in the 70s is the music felt like it didn't matter whether it's TV or movie, and the music matters a lot in some of these shows. It helps carry the action and further the action.
Oh, it definitely does. It definitely does. So we could talk about that, but then we'd be spoiling
Exactly. I know.
some
Yeah.
of
So
Stu's
join us
pick.
Tuesday night. Join
Yeah.
us Tuesday night. And Tuesday night, but I will entertain this one for now because Tuesday night, our focus is going to be the old. I mean, we may occasionally do a comparison, but that's not the focus. Our focus is going to be on the original, because Lord knows there's going to be way more than enough to talk about. So yeah, exactly. And I agree. Adama with Lauren Green, early space opera style TV viewing. And yep, that's the one. Britt Eklund. I forgot about her in that. Yeah, but yes, Ice Station Zero. Yes, exactly. Or Planet Zero. Yeah. That was a yeah, and I agreed. I agree with this comment. Yeah, two different Adamas, but they did them well. I like that they had. I hate the word gravitas. I hate that. I hated it when it was developed. But they had a presence. So
Sure.
join us Tuesday night. We'll talk about this a lot more and many other things with that. So I just wanted a chance while we had people here to make sure to say it, and stay along. I got something else I want to show a little bit later with y'all if y'all hang out with us a little bit longer. So, all right. So, scary movies. We made that talking to a little bit of. See, I tell you, JT, I'm not just football and Fortnite. We are expanding we're like I say, it's a cornucopia of broadcasting. So
Sure.
come with what we like and stuff, and try to be positive as much as possible. But sometimes, what's bad is what's bad, and it comes out that way. But hey, let's see. So we talked about some of ours, and it's just kind of funny how like you said, the ones I was a teenager or in college or just in the work environment, T2, Jurassic Park were scary to you at your age, and I'm like, oh, those were not. They're probably like the Jaws and the Trilogy of Terror to people like older than me. So.
Well,
I was going to say Hungry Boy, but he's not here and he's not that much
another
older.
couple movies that really scared me, and this I guess shows my horror film naivety in my teen years, I guess, was the original Saw movie. I had never seen a movie in that type of genre where it's, I guess, physical horror, body horror meshed with
Right.
your psychological horror. I had never
Mhm.
seen a movie like that one before, and so that movie really scared me. I mean, really scared me. Just made me think if somebody actually captured me and put me in one of those scenarios. Now, the other movie I think
Mhm.
that had the scariest moment to me was the second Saw film, where one of the characters falls into a pit of needles, like hypodermic needles, like you would get an
Ooh.
injection with. Yeah, they fell into this big pit of needles and they just start moving around and they're stuck with dozens of them.
Yeah.
I'm not shy about giving blood or doing blood
Mhm.
work or anything like that or getting the flu shot, but I think that was the scariest of all of them to me. Just the visceral
Mhm.
feeling of that. Just, oh my gosh. I've had to
Yeah.
turn that off before because it was so horrifying.
Yeah. No, I got you. I got you with that. So let me see. Pick something up. So if y'all have any other movies, feel free to put it out here. Hey, cat lovers. We got cat lovers around.
I've got
All
two.
right. Okay. Well, listen, I'm going to throw in some memes here and there, kind of livening some things up as we bounce around on the squirrel stream. We chase squirrels here. Hey, look at here. If you can't hide a crime scene, just pretend you're a victim. Cat. Hello to Wolves Den. Welcome. Good to see you. Hey, welcome in. I don't think I've seen you before, but hey, welcome. Hey, we're just chatting about a bunch of different topics tonight. And if you, one of the topics we had is, what's your recollection of the first scary movie that you remember at the earliest age that you can remember? Mine's like Trilogy of Terror and of course Jaws. Those are a couple of things. So, and a reminder, make sure y'all hit the like button, folks. Make sure you're still subscribed to this channel. Uh, uh, because the like helps the algorithm. Make sure you're still subscribed because people get unsubscribed all the time. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. We do all kinds of stuff Fortnite, football. We've done some sports ball tonight. We're moving into some different things coming up. But hey, most of all, we're here to have fun and laugh and be stupid and silly. And like tonight, these late night with friends are about chasing squirrels. So squirrels and nuts. So yeah, take that with whatever you want to, and we'll keep it PG-13. So at least for now. Hey, but listen, thanks for being here. I figured we get some like out of that. So who doesn't love cats? So
I'm just trying to figure out the dynamics of that, because that's a lot of litter to come out of something like that. And how is the cat heavy enough to tip it? That's kind of my thing.
It's kind of like MST3K. Just you sit back, relax, and just go with the flow.
Don't think about it too hard. Yeah.
Oh gosh, yes. Okay. What day will Battlestar Galactica Stream be? That will be this Tuesday, the 17th. Yes, Tuesday night, like at 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay, and it could be a glorious 3 or 4 hour. Who knows? Whatever happens. But we're going to have fun with that and enjoy it. Vipers, bring your memories and everything else that you've got of that great series. So, man. So, let's see. I'm multitasking, so thanks, JT. Let's see. Mikey says they own 2 black cats. Moon Pie, Deja Vu. Oh, those are some nice names.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That is cool.
Yeah, exactly. So I got to put my phone on the charger because it's about to die. So, yeah. But hey. And,
one of my cats is Grand Muff Tarkin, or we just call her Tarkin for short. She has the exact same look on her face as Tarkin in Star Wars.
Yeah.
That old movie, no one's ever heard of. When he says you may fire when ready.
Right.
She has that look on her face, even after all these years. She just gives you that look.
Oh man.
That's how she got the name.
If you ever want to share that picture, definitely let me know. So, cause it's
I gotta find one. Yeah.
Yeah. That is cool. So, Mike, and Mikey said that he met, let's see where we are. I say he met Colonel Ty. Oh, cool. Make sure to come Tuesday and share it. Yeah, very cool to chat with. I got a lot to say about this Colonel Ty versus the new Colonel Ty, but I want to wait for that. I mean, it's one that I could do comparatively, but we'll do it Tuesday night. So, and Lemon Pie is more of a dog person than a cat person. However, I respect that a cat can kill a snake. Yes, and a mouse. They're presents though, Lemon Pie. The cats bring us presents, and they're so proud of their presents once they bring them to us.
Mm-hmm.
So,
oh
yeah. Sometimes it's their mice, and sometimes it's their snakes and whatever else. Absolutely. So, but hey, let's see. Let's see.
Do you have any other cat memes?
I got a couple. I got another one here. This one. All right, this one we got here. Why do we have an escalator that only goes down? There's another cat. Yep.
Oh, that's a good stretch for a cat. I'm thinking about it too much. But that's a good stretch for a cat.
That cat looks comfortable. Looks very comfortable. So, oh man, if I had an ex-girlfriend had her cat bring her a dead snake into her bed, but that's better than live one getting in your bed. Yes, you're not kidding. Yes, absolutely it is. Yeah. So hey, we got. Yeah, go ahead, JT.
I was just saying, that's a dead snake gift is gross.
No, it's bad enough having mice or something else. So and then that let's see. Oh gosh. Okay, this is one a real cat lover I think would enjoy here, truly. Okay. All right. Mom, pack your important things only. Me. Got it, Mom.
And the look on that cat's face is like, I am gonna just absolutely destroy you when I get
Well, I don't know. It's kind of like, hey, the cat's the most important thing that they've got. So
I have that suitcase, a different pattern on the lining, but I have definitely had both my cats sit in that suitcase at one point or another.
yes, yeah. Oh, Mikey said it. The girls played with a live mouse. Had to back. Oh man. Oh no. Well, yeah. You don't play with your food, so
That is true. So, I'm surprised we don't have more cat people in stream. Tell you the truth.
yeah, they probably do. You don't know. They may be lurking. They may be doing other things and stuff. So hey, but yeah, it's you know, hey, that's why it's a late night show. But hey,
Sure.
we take pride in helping people off into dreamland. So, but
This
yeah,
is true. This is
yeah,
true.
exactly. So, and let's see. Let's do one more meme, then we'll jump off to another topic. The Marvels is what I want to talk about next. So, if y'all are familiar with that, coming up. Okay, here's okay. This was a cute one, but hey, I see. Knight rides into battle without helmet. Everyone gives him strange looks. Knight, Kitty was sleeping in it. Well, everyone nods in agreement.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a cute one. That is a cute one. So hey, well, yeah. So, I've not seen any more people talk about movies that scare you, but appreciate y'all taking a, a kick around that with me. But today was yesterday actually, I actually both days, yesterday and today, I actually saw two different trailers for the new Marvels movie, and
hmm.
it's yesterday's was bad enough. Today's was probably even worse. And this is a movie on the first, and I'll be honest, the first trailer I saw months ago had me kind of okay. This could look like it'd be something, but these I don't know what it is. And like I always say around here, I encourage everybody to watch what you want to watch, kick the tires on everything. Don't take my word. Don't take anybody's word for what you should or shouldn't do. Uh, like I said, I like Ghostbusters 2016, except for the side issues. But but like on this one, there's just things in these trailers that have gone from okay to scary, and some of those
Scary
that
for the quality of the movie, or
yeah,
okay.
in terms of plot, in terms of it's just I'm like what it just a hard it's just a general feeling. It's like using the force, it looks silly, and I'm afraid of they've shown all the funny lines in the trailers,
Yeah,
that type of thing. So that's kind of one of the problems I have is that the more that they show, the more it's like, okay, how far are they going to go with this? And some of the action kind of looks like you've seen everywhere before in all the other Marvel movies or DC movies. Superhero fights a bad guy, big special effects, all that stuff. You know,
hmm.
but
Well, so I'm looking at the cover, or I guess the movie poster for this,
mhm,
and I wouldn't go see the movie just based on the poster. That's just
yeah.
me. I'm a fairly normie
Well, one of the
level of the movies,
yeah.
of Marvel movies, and
Mhm.
so just coming into something looking like this, no, I'm not going to go see it. Sorry, and it has nothing to do with Brie Larson or
Right.
anything like that. It just
Well,
doesn't look like an
well
interesting movie.
let's since it's a Sunday night, let's talk about it. Is it possible that you know I'm going to broach kind of an area where I normally don't go with things, but I know CEO of Disney many years ago when he was the first time talked about Star Wars fatigue, and is it possible that we have hit Marvel superhero fatigue now that we
Oh,
have
definitely.
everything on TV show? It's not just movies; they're now TV shows, series, all this stuff. I mean, is it possible that we've lost the art of telling the superhero stories, and or that just everybody's because how many times can you do the same thing again and again, and how can it take different actions and you keep the stories fresh when there's so many parallels in so many of these things.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that was due to uh, lack of planning. They say
Hmm.
they have all these phases and they've got everything planned out for the next 5 decades, right? But I am never been convinced that that's true. Watching a lot of these movies, where, like I said, these movies, I'm more of a normie, so I don't watch them thinking, "Oh, this is from this comic series with this timeline, and I have to see these other 5 movies before I watch this one." Like, all of that is just far, far too much work. And
Hmm.
once you hit what is it, 30, 40 films or something like that, some
Right.
obnoxious number that they have now with multiple timelines and prequels and this, that, and the other spin-offs, it's just too much work for the average person to want to keep up with. And I think it being Marvel's is really after the point. If you did that with Star Wars or Star Trek or Indiana Jones or, um, well, I'm just trying to
Yeah.
think of things that actually had plots,
What's
but you could go to, name property here, and you did that much divergence,
hmm
or I think people are done with it because it's too hard. You
Well,
know.
see, I view this and Star Wars differently because the same thing was coined with Star Wars is that maybe there's Star Wars saturation, but I don't agree with that premise that the CEO also mentioned a long time ago because there's so many different avenues you can go different routes you can have different stories. A lot of the superhero they have a weakness or there's a lot of commonalities and of course here's the bad guy with superpowers that nobody can do, whereas Star Wars I think he could do a lot more with. But like in Star Wars, my problem is, and I'm trying to be honest with everybody, is
Mhm.
I try to be fair with Ahsoka, no matter how much I try to be fair with the new stuff. One, don't tell me I have to watch something else in order to get something going forward. One, it's work, like you said.
Mhm.
I got enough work to do in my daily. I do not want to have to go watch something to be told keep up with something. Two, all roads end with whoever coined the term Jake Skywalker.
Yeah.
The moment that was done, I was almost out, and then what's happened is what we're seeing this twisting and all. Are they getting rid of the importance of Anakin too? To me, Star Wars was nothing but the Skywalker bloodline.
Mhm.
The moment you
Right.
kick the Skywalker, I mean, even the EU, they had down Cade Skywalker, they had all these people generations later. It was about Anakin Skywalker, his children, and their children's children. That was the key. Now, you did have offside universes, you did have offside adventures and stuff, but you had that frame and that base, and the Force was the Force. You know, nowadays, apparently, I guess you can stare at something hard enough and move something. I don't, it is causing questions that don't need to be questions. We should not have to struggle and work to understand things. I mean, like you said, at some point, it's just to believe it or accept it. And but like in the Marvels case, though, I don't see how you can't help but redo and all that the time. And like Mikey says here, the less CGI works better for him. Well, the
Yes.
missus herself talked about like Ant-Man, the Quantum Mania. It was not good. Everything was like so much CGI, but even then she tore it apart. And
And that
uh,
may be another reason why I'm not a huge, Marvel geek or nerd on the movies, right? Because
mhm,
so much of it is just CGI now, and that's part of the reason why these movies cost $1 billion,
mhm,
500 million to make, right? It is all of the CGI, and I tune out. Like when you can tell everything on screen is all CGI, I just start tuning out. And I won't say that's just me being an old grumbling old man. I was that way with the prequels.
mhm,
Especially the last, gosh, 1.5 movies that George Lucas did.
mhm.
Um,
One and
Maybe
a
even
half.
the second, yeah, the last half of those were just so much CGI, and I get
Oh,
bored because it's not believable. I'd rather
yeah.
have some hokey practical effects,
Mhm,
than just this over the top CGI that Marvel movies tend to have.
yeah.
Um, and I know you have to do some because people don't really fly in real life or have fire coming out of their eyes or
They
whatever the
fly now.
superpowers may
I'm
be. Yeah,
sorry.
they fly.
Like, what the heck?
Exactly,
It's
they
like,
fly now. But it's still one of these things. Do you have a suspension of disbelief? And for
mhm,
me, Star Wars, you can suspend disbelief, even though it's the older Star. I'm talking about
Right.
Lucas Star Wars, right? You can
Right.
do that on a lot of it because a lot of the effects were so practical. Indiana
Right.
Jones, the only three Indiana Jones movies had practical effects. The new ones are CGI. I wonder where the big difference is. So
Mm-hmm.
to me, that's where I really start cashing out. If it's a lot of work and it's a lot of CGI, what am I consuming? And at the end of the day, it's just Marvel product out of a can
Right.
to me, unfortunately. And so maybe this Marvel's movie won't be that. Maybe we'll be very surprised and
Mm-hmm.
impressed, and it'll be $1 billion box office hit that Disney's been chasing. I don't want to come down on this movie too hard because we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. No,
So
I got you. And like I said, I always encourage everybody to look at stuff for themselves before you take anybody's word on it. You are the consumer, and there are movies that have hit me better than people said. Some that I hear, and I don't like using the term woke on my channel. I do not like to get into that stuff because some words are inflammatory, but sometimes we throw words like that around so much and prejudge stuff. I've actually seen movies where people said that this was like it, and I'm like, I watched it, I'm like, and I'm one that looks for that. I'm like, I don't see it, honestly, and I'm ready to judge a movie based on the content, the quality of the acting, direction, the writing. Even if I don't necessarily agree with the message, I mean, give me a good movie, entertain me, and I'll go with it. Um, so, see, let's see, Mike, you said that two Expendables and Saw use more practical effects. Yeah, very good. John Wick 4. John Wick was an awesome movie. I don't know if you saw John Wick 4 yet.
I have not. No,
Oh,
I've
yeah,
only seen the first two, so I have to watch three before I can
exactly.
watch number four.
Exactly. So, and a little digression here. The Napoleon trailer, yes, that looked like a pretty good movie to me. That the Napoleon, it looks like it's going to be a pretty good movie. That's actually one I would like to see. Now,
I
it's
would
kind
like
of
to
a
see it as well, but I think we're both a little bit of history
yeah,
nuts, aren't we? So
yeah, exactly. We are, but one of the things that I think with that too that could be is that I kind of wonder if they're from the trailer how much they're bringing the female interest behind it. We don't hear that a lot about in the history of Napoleon,
hmm hmm
but it seemed like at least with the movie is taking that is a little bit more of that angle, which could be interesting. We have to wait and see how that goes. Um,
it'll be
so I,
interesting.
I
It's a
don't,
Ridley Scott directed film, um,
yeah,
and it's an Apple
Alien,
company.
Alien. Ridley
Yeah,
Scott was Alien too, right? Right? Was he Aliens also?
Alien, Prometheus,
Uh,
Gladiator.
but did
I'm
he
trying to
do the
remember if
Aliens? Did
he.
he do the sequel Aliens or not? I know he did the original Alien.
Jeez, I'm trying
Uh,
to remember, and of course the chat's gonna know. Tell
yeah,
us.
it
But
got a great chat. So yes, actually, hey, I got another meme I'm going to throw in through here. Hey, who wants some concentrated orange juice? Especially for your glasswares out there or your teachers and stuff like that. Wouldn't you like to have this as your student? But hey, yeah, these are the memes, people. Thank courtesy of our friend Mr. Angel. So um, definitely a good one. So hey, yeah, I got some. We'll have some Battlestar Galactica meme. Ridley Scott also directed Joaquin and Gladiator. Oh, that's good to know. We will also have some Battlestar
Aliens
Galactica
is James
members.
Cameron.
Oh,
Sorry,
James Cam.
Aliens is
No
James
wonder I
Cameron.
liked it. No wonder I liked it. Okay. I liked Aliens better than Alien. If Hungry comes back and we have time, he and I can fight a little bit over Alien because I told him earlier I have not watched Alien.
Right,
So yeah, and you're
right.
right, Mikey. OJ Overseer. LOL. So hey,
But the
definitely
Napoleon
good.
thing, you're saying there might be a female angle to this for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
audience.
like his wife or the lady behind him, at least in some parts with it. So it's you had to watch the trailer to see. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do it. I don't know whether they pulled those scenes out just to focus on that little part, or or if it's going to be a heavy influence in the movie. And hello, Gap After Dark. Good to see you. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button coming through. Make sure we've hit that like button and sub if you haven't. Make sure you're still sub. So appreciate all the support tonight coming through tonight. Normally this is the time when Mark's doing Sunday Night Geekery, but he was not able to do a show tonight. So we're here doing this and having fun hanging out with you guys and see where we go with this tonight. So hey, concentrated orange juice is what that was. So it's some interesting movies are coming up though. Those are a couple ones that I've seen trailers to. The horror, so okay. Josephine's backstory. Okay. Napoleon's Mistress Josephine's backstory. Okay. All right.
Interesting.
Well, hey, yeah, it will be interesting. But see, I wonder how much if that takes over the movie, or if that's just going to be a little part of it.
The trailer preview, whatever you'd like to call it, on IMDb makes it look like it's very just Napoleon focused with a lot of battle scenes and things like that. So
yeah. Okay. Well, let's hope see. We'll see how it goes. So, hey, listen, we spoke of Alien and aliens, right?
Yes, we did.
Hey, who wants an alien iPhone? Alien hugger, face hugger iPhone.
Oh, that's more true than probably what some people want to admit of themselves. Yeah. An old iPhone, though, look, it's only got one camera instead of, the 50.
Leave it to an IT guy to notice that. Leave it to an IT guy to notice that detail. That is so funny. That is crazy to see.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, I know. Oh boy, is right. But it's definitely a. Hey, dude, I know. I remember when the missus got her phone, the big thing was, hey, it's got a second camera. Like, okay.
What do I do with this other one? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you just shake your head at it. Like, yeah. Oh, the selling point. It was a funny thing because the missus kind of got into it with the sales lady because she was like, she's trying to get an answer of how something worked. And she's like, it was like, oh, no disagreement here, please. It was just like, well, because the lady kind of tried to sell something without try to make something sound like a big deal, but didn't have an idea what she was selling or why it would be a big deal. So
yeah,
and it's like, and just valid questions because you don't just buy something for nothing. It just
right. And you always have to be careful when you go talk to the folks. Are they telling you that case or that clip or whatever it is great for the phone because they're working on commission or because it's actually worth it? So exactly. I tend not to ask the folks in the store because they usually have an incentive to sell more.
Right. Exactly. And for our folks that are coming through new recently, or if you're lurking and want to decide to talk, one of our questions that we've talked about tonight is what is the earliest memory, or what movie is the earliest memory you have of a movie that scared you as a kid or even as an adult? But the first movie that you had that you watched that actually scared you, that you remember. See, like mine's Trilogy of Terror and Jaws. Those are two that were close to close. The worst part is I went to blame my mom one night a while back. My mom looked at me and said, "I don't watch that stuff. That had to be your dad and your sister." And I'm thinking like, yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. We still have 9 people with us tonight. Thank y'all all for being here. Let's see where we're going to go now. Let's see. Let me do another meme. Let me bring up another meme real quick, and then we'll see where. I don't really have food pictures per se, but
yeah, we don't have a lot of eatery going on. I would, if Lisa's out there, Lisa, if you have eatery pictures.
Oh, well, hey, I showed this one the other night. It's kind of eatery in a way. Talk about a great hotel to stay at, Some of y'all might remember this one. Hey, but it's, let's see. Here we go with this is, let's go stay at the Day It's In. Tell me more about this gravy hot tub. See, 32-inch HDTV, eggs, waffles, biscuits, and gravy hot tub.
Biscuits and gravy hot tub. So
No,
is
it's
it
just a gravy hot tub because these two separate lines.
biscuits
Oh,
and gravy hot tub? So you get served biscuits while you're sitting in the gravy hot tub? I'm intrigued. I can't
I,
imagine that a gravy hot tub would do wonders for the pores, though. I'm just saying it.
I, I know. I know.
That's
It's
gonna be
awesome.
one heck of a shower off to get gravy off you. I don't know.
That is true. That is true. That is true. I mean, it gets in the pores and stuff, and oh my, all the nether regions. So, but hey, it's all good. So hey, lemon pie. What? You don't have gravy hot tubs up north? Yeah, JT, you don't have
Yeah,
gravy hot tubs up north?
apparently, biscuits and gravy hot tub events are a southern thing.
Exactly. Well, guess what? One of our great mods to this channel, the great SBD girl Jess, has come in. Said, of course, has tagged me on a thread on X. So let me go out there, take a look at this. So let's
While
see.
you're doing that, it is
Yeah,
a
go
real
ahead.
close one in Buffalo and the Giants right now.
Yeah, go ahead and tell us
Less
about it.
than well, I don't know how much is considered live casting or not on
Oh yeah,
something like
exactly.
that,
Well,
but
what's the situation?
sure, the
Let's go with it.
situation under 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Bills up by 5. Giants with the ball.
Ooh, wow, that's
So
a much closer game than I expected.
yes,
You
yes,
know, in all
yes.
seriousness, that's a game that looked like it was probably, oh my god,
I'm playing a
oh
fun,
my,
just for fun, not
yeah,
gambling for money.
yeah,
Elimination game with some friends from
yeah,
work. And
yeah,
so, how that works is you all pick a team and you just keep picking teams until one person's left winning, right? And
yeah,
I almost picked the Bills because I
yeah,
knew the Giants were 1-4.
yeah,
And I almost picked, oh gosh, the Eagles because I knew the Jets were no good.
yeah,
Thankfully, I didn't, and I picked Miami because they were playing the winless Panthers, and
right,
thankfully, I'm still alive because
dude,
these other two games were scary close, and I almost
yeah,
picked the 49ers, and they lost to
yeah,
Cleveland. So it was like all
oh,
these sure bets were not so sure, right?
right, right. All right, well, here, thanks to Jess, we have a few things to talk about. Now, what we do on this channel is we kind of go off the deep end, you know, whereas others show great pictures, and we show some darn good pictures at times too, but we also show some of the goofier, funnier side of food here. So I say, just I saw a lot, but none of this in the first tweet. That's not food. Well, I don't know. Well, it depends on what the first tweet is, but I'm going to bring this one up because seasoning blends are a great thing, aren't they? It depends on what you're seasoning: bread, meat, whatever. Well, here is. Let me bring this up. We've got a wonderful. Here's seasoning blends.
Ooh.
Cinnadust. We got a Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cinnadust seasoning blend, or we got Twix Shaker seasoning blend.
Now, isn't
Hey,
the Cinnamon Toast Crunch kind of already a product with like a cinnamon sugar kind of a
yeah, but I guess what you could do is if you want that cinnamon toast taste on your bread or your toast, you can now do it with this.
if you could
Whereas,
melt some nice, put in a nice thick piece of wheat toast and then get some organic or like Amish butter and just spread that over and
yeah,
watch it melt and then put this on,
hmm,
that would, oh my gosh, that would be heavenly. Um,
yeah. I'm not sure
Twix,
about the Twix though.
uh,
That's the dangerous one here. I think here.
now
Yeah, like
besides
lemon pie says.
caramel, what does Twix really taste like to you?
Yeah, I Twix tastes like chocolate and caramel and
Oh,
yeah,
I forgot caramel. Yeah, I'm a northerner, so it'll be
northern.
caramel or caramel, and
Aren't you
it,
cute saying northerner? Oh, I love it. But yeah, exactly. Well, let me pull that down. There are some others that are out here, and I'm going to, since you just tweeted, I'm trying to watch how I present it. But yeah, yeah, that's interesting to know about that situation in that game, because that would be kind of unexpected. Um, so let's see, let's see, let's see. Yeah, I got to move this. I got to save it around, and
Snickers whipped topping, says Mike Sue's for. Snickers whipped topping. Now that is something I have not tried. Whipped topping is delicious all on its own.
mm,
Would it be like chocolate? I'm wondering just how what is added, so it's still actually whipped as well. I
mhm,
wonder if they'll do a similar method to all those different Oreo flavors, where they kind of just add the flavoring somehow, and you don't ask
right.
questions how it's there, but it's delicious.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
mhm.
You just you trust it, so you don't argue with it. Let's see.
And
Okay.
Lemon Pie was asking Mikey if it even exists, and apparently it does. I believe it exists.
See, this is the type of stuff I'm going to bring up. Something really, really cool. Uh, yeah, I don't know what's in the background. I mean, on my screen, so that's why I'm trying to be careful with it too. So, and Jess, I sent you a DM if you want for you to take a look at. So, hey, let's see why I'm doing this. Oh my gosh, this one's not food necessarily, but it's really, really cool. This is the cool stuff that Jess sends and shares. Let's see, let me get it back here. Just trying to work on this. All right, hey, who likes oh my gosh. This reminds me of those old blast caps, as a kid, you know,
Oh
when
yeah.
you pop the
Yep.
poppers and all. But this is glowing zombie poop. So
I might actually. Oh, that's TNT. Yeah. Okay. So it's fireworks, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. That is hilarious. I like the one shoe on the zombie as well.
yeah, exactly. And
The
his
little
legs turn the other direction.
yeah. Removed from pack, exposed to light, throw on ground.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love that.
yeah,
Three
it's
dollars too. That's a good amount of fun.
yeah,
Three
you can,
bucks.
yeah, you can have a lot of fun with that. So it's it's definitely a good thing though. So um cheap fun too. These kind of that's what is always cool as a parent, even more as a parent. You make the kids happier, with cheap fire. They can get more for the money. Instead of one big pack of things. It's like
Yeah, that's always the
they're
thing with
going.
fireworks, right? You spend $100 and you get a really nice, like 40 firework, um,
Yeah.
I guess gigantic box of fireworks. But it's not as much fun as having to manually light stuff multiple times, and you get
Mm-hmm.
that initial fun.
Oh,
Not trying to look like it sound like a
ever
pyro
lurching
too
and
much,
meeting
but
brains. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. But yeah, there is something to be said about having a lot of little ones that you can just do over and over and over.
Exactly. And then zombie poop. I assume they were too busy stumbling to even do such things. Yeah. So now Lemon Pie said I have a Snickers bar here. Maybe we can convert it into whip form. So
Good luck trying. I think that you're going to
exactly.
need an industrial blender for that.
Mikey said it's more like a frosting. So
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
exactly. So all right. So even the brains have leftover residue. So, but yeah, that's neat. So thanks for sharing that with us, Jess. So, uh, 11 Pie said, I guess they ate enough brains to they get around to such thing. Maybe. Oh my goodness, it is some of the stuff they come out with now with marketing, modern marketing, and everything else. It's just amazing. what they do these days and on what they sell, what type of products they have.
Right.
Just very, very, very interesting with that. Um, let's see. We talked some NFL. There was there's a lot of injuries bouncing around the league today. It looked like, from what and I won't go back to all of them. I know Garoppolo was hurt out of Las Vegas. The Buffalo Bills running back had a leg injury, I think. So, just Mikey said that Debo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey were both injured, and the 49ers lost to Cleveland. Wade talked about the Buffalo running back. Yeah, so, that's the thing is coming this far into the season, injuries are starting to mount up on these teams. Nobody's healthy,
And that's, one of the things that you never count a team out or rest easy on a team with
Mhm.
a 16 or now 17, I guess, game season, right? Even with one bye week, you really have to have depth on a team where a sport that violent gets played in, week out. And I've always wondered, so maybe this is going too far in a squirrel direction. Dadman, let me
Ah,
bounce this idea off you,
all right.
okay?
We love squirrel
Um,
directions.
so right now, players sometimes take games off, more in the NBA than the NFL, right? But you have
Right.
players that don't always play, or you have these injuries where maybe they nurse it for an extra week, or yeah, sometimes I'm not accusing all the players of doing that. There's different things going around, and what
Mhm.
everybody wants is more money. Well, um, what if, and hear me out on this before you tell me good or bad or indifferent, if we
Mhm.
could extend the season to 20 or 22 games and a player has
Mhm.
eligibility for playing in 14 of the games, what that would mean is your roster would get huge because you need more players to fulfill the eligibility, but it also makes the careers for all these players longer because you have to have more people and you can get more kids out of college,
Mhm.
and you also could get more time for healing and possibly less injuries. And
Right.
and the owners get more games, which is what they really want.
Right.
So, what are your thoughts about that?
Mm.
Would you show up to a game where
It's like
the quarterback isn't going to play, right? It's going to
it's
be
it's
the second quarterback.
it's it's a difficult subject that we're seeing more and more in all sports, not just the NFL. It almost makes it like a preseason exhibition game. And there's always the debate about why people should pay for exhibition games.
Right,
That
right.
where's the fairness to being charged full product price for a product that's not full delivery. We see it in the college football world these days specifically with these bowl games. You know, these bowl games are getting to a point where why bother? I mean, everybody
Right.
decides to sit out for their pro careers, and you kind of understand. Well, you understand it from their standpoint, but really the biggest problem with it is got people that are paying hardworking people that are paying a lot of money to go to these games. So it's at what point do you discount it for the people? I mean, what time do you when do you return some of the money to the people? Because you're asking them to pay full price for a product. Like we have a bowl game here, but the thing is, I have not gone a number of years because if I can buy tickets from teachers where they're really discounted,
Yep.
I'd go like for $20, but I'm not paying 50 bucks to watch Kentucky or Iowa.
Mhm.
I got to say that for our friend Whoopa Troop out there. Whoopa, how are you? Two of the biggest examples he hates is Kentucky and Iowa. So hey,
See, I think the question is how many legs does the NBA have for a longer season? Because
mm-hmm.
you look at basketball games and people won't show up to games if they know a lot of times
Oh
they're already stuck with the tickets, unfortunately, but they
yeah,
won't show up if like LeBron takes the week off
yeah,
or when Kobe was still in the league. If Kobe wasn't going to show up to your game, you
yeah,
weren't going to sell as many tickets because they want to
no,
see the stars coming into town. In
right,
baseball, it's not so much, but baseball's
mm-hmm.
got too many games in my opinion. Where yeah, okay, you'll
Yeah,
get a superstar that comes into town. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
you'll sell some more tickets, but in general, you just end up going to the baseball game because it's more about just
Right.
going and talking through the whole
Mm-hmm.
game than it is, watching the
Yeah.
superstars all the time. Now with
Yeah.
football, do
Mm-hmm.
people really want to watch 22 games a year? I think so, because arena football and the US, gosh, the other two leagues that are out there right now, right? Um, that's saying people want to watch more football.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the NFL could go out to 22 games. Now, yeah, you do run into that problem of you don't know which games the players are going to play until,
Well,
day
the
of.
problem is, I think history has shown though that there are enough games. You don't need to extend. I mean, they've already extended it to what, the 17th game now,
Yes.
and you don't need to keep extending those games out any further because at some point, you know, at, at some point you're like, when do the playoffs matter?
Hmm.
And that's
Well,
one thing that I've got with it with extending the season artificially is, you know,
I think some of it too
you
is
take away
you
from
get,
the legitimacy of the regular season. So,
well, perhaps I think a lot of it is when do you use players and where would
hmm
become just as big a strategy as what's on the field itself. And as a team, do you try to go for the lock in 15 wins at the beginning, or do you try to battle near the end? Do you
hmm
save your players? Do you get out in an early lead and go from there? Um, I think that would
right,
really be an interesting part of the game too. But it's all,
hmm
back of the napkin kind of talk here. That
yeah.
you don't sound like maybe you're the biggest fan of such an idea.
No, I mean, it's like there's only so many games you can do. Otherwise, if you extend it, then you do make the playoffs meaningless. I mean, it's just more risk for people to get hurt and all.
Hmm.
Which then you extend the season, then there's more chance that they'll have to sit their players,
Well, but
especially
that's
if
why
you're
I was
undefeated.
also saying a 14 game eligibility, right? It gives the
Yeah.
players potential for more rest or less chance
Yeah,
of getting hurt.
I don't know. I think once we start getting into that, it starts getting into almost the mode of, uh, you know, it
Mhm.
almost gets into the mode of, uh, I'm a real big believer that history's shown that we've had enough games and we need to stick with it
Yeah,
because, for so many reasons. And sports should not be difficult like that. We should not be having all these, it should just be simple, mindless, to some degree, fun, and not
sure.
overly complicated. And it's like NFL officiating, it's just more crap to have to do. That's one of the things that we all get mad at bad officials, and we should. But I tell you, sometimes these athletes will get bigger, faster, and whatever. And I've learned that from these teenagers playing basketball, and it's hard to catch up some of the stuff. And then if there's a judgment calls are the worst thing you've got because it's so
Mhm.
bing bang so many times, and you do the best you can. An official does not want to make the wrong call, but sometimes you got it, and how do you can't always correct what when you make a mistake. And good morning to you, Mr. Angel. Welcome. Good to
I've
see you
always
tonight.
wondered why the NFL, with all the money they have, right? How and why they don't have a
Mhm.
professional core of referees that get paid a quarter million or,
Well,
whatever a year.
they do get it. I mean, they still have their careers, but they had. I mean, as far as I understand, they get paid enough in the NFL to get it better than what they do, and they have
Yeah.
their training and everything else. Especially when you have the was it a playoff game years ago where the official got the coin toss wrong. He said it the wrong team,
Oh, yeah.
and it fouled everything up. Oh my God. And hey, Mr. Angel, one thing that we're doing tonight too, one of the questions we put out there is if you have a memory of and anybody that's new, watching, lurking, and all, make sure you crash that like button. Let's sub if you have. Make sure you're still sub. We're trying to get to 500. But hey, one of the questions we have tonight is, what is the first movie that you remember that creeped you out, especially if you're a kid, but even if you're a teenager, what's that first movie that you remembered was like, oh no, 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 no more, or it stayed with you, gave you nightmares, like mine's Trilogy of Terror, and even Jaws for something a little bit different. So have fun with this though. So yeah. No, but and you won't because of the number of games. But I tell you, if you look at what the Boston Bruins did this last year, they didn't even lose 10 games or just around about 10 games. Some in the NBA have only lost 10 games in a year and are single digits. And, that's to me, with that number of games, that's as comparable to undefeated in the NFL because it's easy to say go undefeated in 14 or 16 games. But um, uh, here's something Jess gave us onion blossom dip.
Ooh, yes, yes, yes.
You like
now,
that?
now, what would you eat? As a vessel for scooping that up,
I'm,
would you
I'm
use a
not.
cracker or a pita or
I'm not a dip guy because
okay,
there's probably ranch and
egg in it at some point?
well, not the egg by itself necessarily, but just cream cheese. Oh, cream cheese right there is gone. Cream cheese, yeah, savory seasoning. Yeah, the cream cheese is what gets me with that. I'm not a big cream cheese eater,
Really?
so no, nope.
It's just the consistency or the taste?
It's a little bit cream cheese, is a little bit the both. It has a weird taste, and it's the consistency. It's just
Oh, see,
one of
I
those things
love
that.
cream cheese. Make it into a dip or put it on a bagel. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, I got you. But it happens. There's a lot of people that do like that, and you just me. It's not. It's not one of those things that I do. Um, let's see. Here's another that. I mean, there's some nice stuff that just sends. Um, and I know Brian Hepburn sent us. Buddy Hepburn has sent us stuff at times too.
Mhm.
So with food and stuff, and this one here is like another dip here. If you like the dip here. Hmm. Yeah. All right. I
Well, we
see that.
cannot see it.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Oh,
Shoot. No, I got distracted by the private chat. So, hey,
oh,
are
squirrel.
you are you talking about that for for a poll or for
Yeah,
just a general
sure.
question?
But why not? Why
All
not?
right.
We're
Well,
getting
let's
towards
see.
the season for it, so
All right. Okay. Well, listen. Look at this. The poblano street corn dip. Here we go. There you go.
it doesn't look bad. I don't know if I would buy it, to tell
Mm,
you the truth. And not because the taste wouldn't be off. I just would have questions on if there's whole pieces of corn and what size I can never say that word, poblanos are in there. If it
poblanos.
Yeah, if it's like chunks, kind of like a green pepper, or
Mm-hmm.
if it's just kind of like flavored with it a little bit, I would be kind of cautious to buy it myself. Now, if somebody else bought it and it was at a party, oh yeah, I would try it. But to me, I would
Yeah.
have too many questions around what it
Yeah.
actually is like if I'm going to buy that, as opposed to making it myself.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, we are. Let's see. I see it.
Oh, Mr. Angel is a scary movie.
Okay.
Response there.
Uh, let's see. I'll get right to it in just a second. Let me finish this real quick.
And Mikey,
Okay.
wheat thins can be pretty good.
Yeah.
I would go with wheat thins too. I think
Okay.
if I had to
All right.
pick a cracker.
What candy would you trade to get from your sibling? Mounds, Almond Joy, Tootsie Rolls, or Jolly Ranchers? Yes, this is not all exclusive. We just did the best we could with 4. Random vote early, vote often, and let me know what you think. Let's see. Mr. Angel said the only movie that scared was the Thing. I think it's one that Squeak had said. I know Hungry's talked about the Thing. The Kurt Russell version. I was a kid alone at home, secretly hired the video. When it ended, it was dark outside. Sat 30 minutes motionless afterwards. Jeez, yeah. But
I believe it.
that's the only. Oh wow. Oh yeah, to receive, right? Yes, to receive. And the poll it'd be to receive. You're getting it from them. So, but back in the day, definitely Jolly Ranchers. And Mr. Angel has no clue what these candles are. It's because he's such a good guy. He does everything the right way. So yeah.
I've seen a lot of the logic behind this poll is
Mm-hmm.
look, like you're not trading Skittles away or chocolate away. Like a lot of that candy you're keeping for yourself, right? It's
Yeah.
your haul, but everybody's got candy they don't want, like whether it be milk duds or maybe you just have too much of it, like candy corn or something like that, right? And
Yeah.
so you're kind of looking at, okay, what candy is not in your first round draft pick level candy that you would want to trade something you didn't want to get one of these. So I wouldn't say this is probably anyone's favorite, but you have to look at, hey, what is my sibling actually willing to give me?
Hmm.
too.
Exactly.
Um, so yeah,
Yep.
there are so many candies out there. You can probably put
Do you
50 on
trust your
this list.
sibling?
Yes, yeah, that too.
Yeah, that's the thing is, or where they double cross you or something. Yeah, exactly. It's always crazy, dealing with a silly sibling. So these candies do not exist in Europe. Why am I not surprised by that?
And it doesn't shock
So
me. Does not shock me.
yeah.
So Mounds and Almond Joy they're similar, but I think they're different enough candies that have like a chocolate coating on the
Hmm.
outside and an almond interior.
Hmm.
Um, couldn't tell you which one's sweeter than the other, but they're similar but not quite. And then Jolly Ranchers are hard candies that have many different like, oh dad man, how would you describe it? It's almost like a sucker, but it doesn't have the stick on it, right? And so
Hmm.
you just kind of
The what? The Jolly Rancher?
yeah, yeah.
Not always a stick. Not always a stick. Many have just been like open hard candy, wrapped hard candies.
Right, right. And so it's, watermelon or apple or grape or strawberry flavored, that kind of a thing. And then Tootsie Rolls are, gosh, how would you describe a Tootsie Roll to somebody, dad man, that does not have one? Um,
Oh my gosh. It's like a chocolate log. It's just like a little log of chocolate. It's very chewy. You know.
yeah, yeah. And sometimes you kind of want them almost a little bit melty because they are kind of hard. And if you have fillings or a bridge, you probably don't want to eat them.
Hmm.
Right. So
Yeah.
if you got a lot of dental work, Tootsie Rolls are not your thing.
Mm.
Let's see. Oh, Whoop has got some comments on these.
Yeah. I will. Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah. So let me do this. Da, da, da. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, it's the one to which. No, it's the one you would receive, Whoopa. It's the one you would receive coming back to you. Mr. Angel said, the only candle I refuse is candy with peanuts. I like to continue breathing. Oh, peanut allergy. Yeah. See, I love the chocolate candies with peanuts in it, though. That's the
Hmm.
thing. I don't like the Hershey's milk chocolate. As a kid, I insisted on milk chocolate, but as an adult, I want those nuts. I want the almonds in the Hershey's bar. I want the Snickers bar with the nut. It's just but now
Yeah.
Whoopa said he would trade away the mounds for the almond joy specifically. Almond
Okay.
joy's got nuts, mounds don't. Yep. Jolly Rancher, that's a good. Are like lifesavers, yes. And mounds also the dark chocolate, yeah.
Hmm.
So well, that makes sense. So let's see. Let's see. I think did let's see we So feel free to vote in our poll. Let me see. We got at least one more of these pictures, I think, too. So
And folks, we're kind of doing an eatery
yeah,
segment, I guess, or it's a
it's
rotating
kind of an
topic this
eatery. Yeah,
evening. Yeah, we get the term eatery coming from Mark D with a C,
yeah,
a good friend of ours who has a Sunday night geekery that's normally on,
yeah,
and because he is off this evening, we decided
yeah,
we'd hop in. So that's if you hear us say geekery or eatery,
yeah.
that's what it is.
And
And
we'll JT make sure you put Mark's channel in the link
oh,
too
yeah,
while
will
we're
do,
here.
will
So
do. So
yeah,
if you've
so
never checked him out, please
yeah,
do. He has a
exactly,
fantastic channel. Absolutely
absolutely.
fantastic.
Great stuff, great guy. Big help to this channel. So Hershey Symphony with almond and toffee pieces. Okay, that's cool. Howdy again, Alaska Jeff. Wow, we're back on it, fourth stream today. So hey, I was a guest on one of them, but hey, welcome. Hey, this one is. I think we probably lost Squeak. I would imagine. I'd like to get her opinion on this one, but uh, and this is cheese, mango fire cheddar.
Good. Yeah, totally.
That that is,
Wisconsin too.
yeah, or even Lisa talking about it with being Wisconsin cheese. So, but yeah, it's look at that.
Would you eat it, Devin?
Cheddar cheese with habanero peppers, mango flavor. No, not normally, but honestly, there's enough to it that I could possibly try it.
Hmm.
So, and it's within the realm of trying, I would say. It would not be an absolute no, but it's not,
I've never
it's,
had mango in cheese. I don't think I think I've had cherries in cheese before, and maybe
what,
cranberry.
really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What
Yeah.
the,
Um,
why do you put fruit in cheese?
I mean, why do they do half the things they do with cheese to have it? I could never answer that
Okay, that's true.
question, but
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
really care for nuts in cheese, so I can understand, if you don't want fruits in cheese, but it's just one of those type of things where you get a different flavor profile and weird
Hmm.
things happen that could end up being really delicious. I would definitely give this a try. The hot and sweet, you can get peach or mango salsa at the grocery store nowadays, so it's a commonplace thing now.
Hmm.
I think this has some real potential. I don't think it would be
Okay.
awful. I really don't think it would be awful. But
Wait till you see the next one we got.
Jess has had
Wait till you.
cheese with apricots
Yeah,
in it.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a cheese guy. I'm not that much of a cheese guy. That's part of the problem.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. And Mr. Angel, our chef, on staff
yeah.
here, cherries
Hmm.
and certain cheeses is a divine combo. Bitter cheese is a good combo with some. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
Well, that's cool. Is that okay? Or mimosa one? Okay, was it one? So, yes, exactly. I got another one that Jess pulled up, sent me. This one is this one is definitely a little odd to me, but I think I'm more likely to try this one than I am the mango. Mangoes, and I'm not really necessarily a fan of this type of berry, but it looks like a better combination for me. So let's see. We'll go here. Let me get blown up a little bit larger, and here we go. The blueberry cobbler cheddar cheese with blueberries, natural and artificial flavors.
I could
How
see
about?
that. I could
Yeah, I
see
can
that.
see that too. I really can see that.
Now, trying to discern what the flavor profile might be off of this cheese to me would be challenging if it's sharp or extra sharp or bitter. How it's gone there would be interesting to know. But I think if you were to get it out of the wax paper,
Hmm.
it would probably be softer than what your eyes may be telling you.
Hmm. No, exact. See, I think to me this is a bit better combo than the apricot. So, like Mr. Angel saying, good combo with the cheddar is good. Of course, you want a good quality cheese. You don't want. Uh,
But it's coming
yeah.
from Wisconsin, and
Hmm.
not to be too stereotypical about cheese from Wisconsin, it tends to be pretty good if you're going on the fancier end like this, quote unquote fancier. So,
Yeah, absolutely. So I did not realize that they did this type of stuff with cheese and all that. Oh
mhm.
shoot! Hey, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. I didn't mean to interrupt the cheese discussion, but
No, no, no.
it was my cousin, and as you know, we had a referendum here in Australia a couple of days ago, and he's
Hmm.
very much, shall we say, a part of that. If you
Hmm.
understand what I mean,
Okay.
kind of like first Americans are part of certain referendums in the United States or Canada.
Right.
So we had a long discussion. He's also a creative. He's a lovely guy. He also loves science fiction, etc. You guys, you would love the cut of his jib. But now I'm just coming back in because I heard cheese being mentioned.
I know. I know. I think you got past Squeaky's bedtime. I mean, we got the cheese at the perfect time, and Whoop is now our cheese person who's drooling over cheese right now. Now,
Yeah, hungry.
Poor
Jess did
Squeako.
not share the seasonal we get at this time of year cranberry cinnamon goat
Mm,
cheese.
Mm.
Oh, that's
that's
cheesy to
actually nice.
interrupt.
I've had that.
Good one, Jeff. Good one, Jeff. And
Yeah,
Mr.
hungry. We
Angel's
were just
Mr.
saying
Angel saying
that.
hello to you.
Hello, Mr. A. Hello.
Okay, listen, stop. You calm down. You're under orders. our orders to make sure
Okay.
you're not the showman tonight. You
All right.
relax and save your voice for Tuesday night because we pitched the hell out of it while you were gone. And I wish we still had some of the people that were around then together, but I hope the people that are lurking, because I want to show something in just a few minutes before it gets too much later, because I do want to give a little teaser for something, and I think you're gonna, be excited, Hungry Boy. For what I'm going to show with this. So, but hey, but remember, you relax tonight. We got the accountant and the IT guy that are the showmen tonight.
I'm trying.
So I know, but I'm just trying to tell everybody out there, hey, you're in the hands of the accountants and IT guys. We can be funny and showmen as well as the next artistic guy, okay?
Hey, better than.
Better than.
Just as long as you don't ask us to go on a flying trapeze, I think
exactly. Or wear a banana hammock, I guess.
We're not
but then again,
that.
then again, I'm up to taking almost any kind of dare that you would lay out to me.
No banana hammocks. No banana hammocks.
Well, Hungry, what do you think about this particular cheese? Since I have this one up here, the blueberry cobbler cheddar.
Ooh, hold on. Full screen.
To cheese or not to cheese? That is the question, according to Mr. Angel.
Oh no, I'm going for that. We won't get that here, but if I could go down to the corner store and buy that, yes, I will.
How about that compared to the apricot? There was like an apricot habanero one.
Yeah, apricot, not so sure, but the blueberry.
That's what I was thinking. I was the blueberry, and I'm not a fan of mango, and I'm not the biggest blueberry fan, but I've had it before. But I lean more towards this one on the blueberry cobbler. So, by the way, we do have a poll out there, folks, to vote in. We've got let's see how many votes we got with it. Oh, we got 6 votes. What candy would you trade to get from your sibling, meaning you receive from them? Mounds has no votes. Almond Joy 33%, Tootsie Rolls 50%, and Jolly Ranchers 17%. So it's basically 3, 2, and 1. So
I will always go. Okay, I got candy corn. You got mounds. Give me the mounds. Give me.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I'm purposely holding on 2 Halloween specific because I'd like to try. Hungry. There's one stream that I talked to you about that I think is better not to do yet. We'll have to do further down the road. There is a stream. No. But I got to say it now, otherwise I'll forget about it. There is one I would like to do, and I need to talk to the missus, though we can do just maybe the night before Halloween. So there would be apropos, to pardon the French term. Mr. Angel's asking a Dutch guy if he likes cheese is asking this guy if it's blue. Our national nickname in Europe is cheeseheads. Oh, you're like Wisconsin.
Hello, Lisa.
Well, she's not here. I was like, hey. It's like, yeah. I mean, we got cheese from Wisconsin.
Look, cheeseheads is not an insult. No, and Mr. A knows what I mean. That is not an insult at all.
No. Well, I like JT responding. That's like asking a German if he likes Wurst or pretzels.
Ooh.
Exactly. It's getting dicier.
You kind of have to.
Mm-hmm. Oh. God, stop that. That sounded too much like Trilogy of Terror. We already talked about that. Yeah. Well, I think Mr. Angel also said the one movie was the Thing, the Carpenter one, the Kurt Russell one that had him frozen for a long time.
Good choice.
So,
dang it! Now I'm hungry. It's not even the eatery tonight, and I'm getting hungry, like eatery level hungry. We were mentioning hungry before. Yeah. I think shortly before you jumped in, maybe you heard or not. We are just on tonight because Mark D with the C is not, and his Sunday Night Geekery has a nickname, Eatery, because he has such fantastic food on all the time.
Yeah,
and everyone always leaves hungry or ends up eating, Sunday night when you should be in bed.
That's part of where my name comes from, dude. I mean, there are so many people that, Mark is brutal with a barbecue. He's brutal with a barbecue.
Yes.
He is an enabler not only of toys and collectibles, but calories.
In great ways every time. Great ways. So
exactly. It always is great ways. I'm trying to. There's actually more stuff that you sent, Jess. Let me see. Y'all want to get really hungry now? I mean, it's
Yeah.
only frozen. It's only frozen food, but how the heck with it?
I can
It looks
imagine
fun.
it heated
It's
up, but
definitely
that's fine.
it's definitely better than anything in Australia, right? Hungry?
Ah. No, no. Wait, you're trying to get me ornery here. Just, I
Okay.
know I'm trying to relax, but the fact of the matter is, I have said there are foods we do well and better than anyone else, and there are foods we do horribly. Okay, so like pizza, forget it. Not in this country. No.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you this is an odd combination. Okay, everybody knows about beef stroganoff or Swedish meatballs and stuff, right?
Sure. Hmm.
Okay.
Oh, and Hungarian meatballs, which we have here. Hungarian meatballs are great in Australia because we got real
All right.
Hungarians in Australia. Yes.
Okay. Well, listen, this is one signature meal kit: fettuccine beef meatballs, creamy tomato sauce. So instead of being that light creamy brownish sauce, it's a tomato
Hmm.
sauce. I actually
I
like that
bel
combination.
I believe that is usually the base for like your hamburger helper kind of like
Yeah, hamburger
stroganoff
helper.
The
recipe.
tomato,
No. I mean, but like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm not like trying to drag it down to that. I'm just saying, like, I believe tomato is the base oftentimes on that.
I'm not, no,
Uh,
dude, I wasn't mocking you for that reason. I'm
oh,
just saying that I go on YouTube to look at 1970s commercials because they're so much better. And the hamburger helper commercials, they had the little hand that was done in
yeah,
stop
yep.
motion animation.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, I'll tell you what, too. The tuna helper was the only way I eat tuna. Oh my God, they ruined it. It's not the
Is that
same
the
as
only
it
way
used
you
to
eat
be.
tuna?
I could use a whole friggin' pot of it. My mom made. So hell to West Kegel. Good to
Well,
see
of
you,
course, the
sir.
Hello,
thing
West
now,
Giggle.
Dadman, is we're all not young enough to be
Oh,
able to eat a whole pan of that because the
Dad,
sodium in a whole pan of that would
sodium.
be about 6,000 milligrams. You
so
know.
what? You gotta have something's gonna get you at some point, and I'm like, damn, it was just the only way I could get my tuna fix in. So, but yeah, but see, this is a different type of because a lot of times they're like a lighter, creamy, brownish sauce, and not necessarily a tomato sauce per se. And I'm like, and
Yes, there is.
I'm the dork that would take fettuccine noodles and put
Yeah.
marinara on it.
Hey, no
I
problem.
I don't like thin spaghetti. I'd rather have the fettuccine with the meatballs with the
Yes,
marinara sauce. I like the
you're
thicker
not a
noodle.
fan of angel hair, then.
I like angel
Mm.
hair at times, but it really is a mood thing. I would love to have fettuccine on red sauce, but who serves it
Mm.
like that? They really don't.
But
So,
that's an
um,
excellent point.
let me,
Mood is food. Mood is food.
Mr. Angel, hide that for an Italian sees it. Yes. Now I will tell. Well, I will tell you, Wes Cagle. Look, it's been all I can do to learn two platforms and their rules. Uh, I can't deal with another one. I'm just I one more would put me way over the top. But yeah, and I'm building something special here on YouTube and trying to do something
Mm.
different. And I'm avoiding politics and stuff like that. So
And that
whereas
also
some
helps, that helps Ang, and you have been encouraging her to get onto YouTube more,
yeah.
and that is important.
Yes, exactly. Which, by the way, Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, Ang and I have another Walking and Rambling podcast. So make sure you're there for us for that. And Jess said they do have a brown one with a brown sauce, mushrooms, and sausage.
Well, that
Mhm.
sounds good. I have one question for our delightful, delicious host. All right.
Yes. Okay.
Did you ever ask someone to make you tuna helper without the tuna?
No, no, I did not. That one person would be my mother. I think Mrs. made it at some point many years ago, but no, I never asked it for without the tuna. But that's a good idea now that you mention it.
You were too polite, weren't you? You
No,
were
actually,
raised right.
I'll be honest. I actually like tuna. I like the tuna in that context.
Oh,
I
good.
just, I just, it's just getting. I'm not like everybody throws tuna in the mayonnaise and peas and stuff like that. I wish the
Yeah.
missus was here because she, she's big with all that stuff and describing it and all that. And
Mm.
I'm
Now,
like,
here's something that's going to gross everybody out. I don't like tuna, one, because of the smell, but two, it kind of looks like if you chewed a bunch of food and then spit it back out on your plate. To me, that's what tuna looks like.
You are dead to
And
me.
I
Well-
can't do it. I cannot do it.
You're dead to me.
Like fish
Well-
with eyes in it, cannot
Well,
do that.
speaking of that, folks, let's ask her what she thinks about tuna and presenting it. Hello, Mrs.
Yay, missus!
Yay!
And Mr. Angel, you don't want to know. I know what you can make.
Oh, okay.
Wait, 1 second.
What?
Okay. So what did
Okay,
you
there
ask me?
are two questions. Did you ever make tuna helper for me before? Do you remember if you did or not?
What? Ask it again.
Oh, did you ever make tuna helper for me?
Yes, yes.
And I never asked it for it without tuna, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you haven't.
Okay. The second thing is that I told them that's the only way I eat tuna.
Yes.
And because how do you make your tuna stuff? Because don't you mix it with mayonnaise, peas, and stuff like that?
I make like a fake tuna helper,
Mm.
and you use.
Oh God! Hey, wait one
Macaroni-
second. Wait a second. Wes Cagle, I'll have to check that out. Wes Cagle, double check that name. Double check that name really seriously, because we had something on Twitter where somebody used the image and almost the same name, but dropped a letter. That is not me. I do not have a channel on Rumble.
We went through that problem before. Appion knows.
I never.
knows.
Oh goodness! No, we have to
We
check.
might have to check that out now. Thank you for letting me know about that, Wes Cagle. There, please.
Thank
Listen,
you, Wes
folks.
Cagle.
I am only on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. This is one of the reasons why I don't keep branching out, and this is one reason why I keep the same name. Because if it's not DADMANWALKING 55, it's not me. So, even if it's the same avatar, wow, we didn't know about that, did we? So, all right, we'll have to look into that. But thank you. But then again, I don't know. I'm ready to release the hounds on this. This is ridiculous.
Release the hound.
Exactly. It's like I'm just out here trying to have fun and screw around and stuff.
And Mr. Angel is correct, by the way. Tuna steak,
Yeah.
that is a very serious, delicious meal.
Yes.
But also, and he might kill me for this, shark steak. Not the fin. Not the fin. The shark. The meat of the shark. The steak of the shark. Pan fried with beautiful seasoning.
Now let's get to the misses though. How would you prepare your tuna dish?
I make like I don't know. We call it like a tuna casserole or something. It's a poor man's meal. You use a box of macaroni and cheese. You use a can of tuna. You make that. You put the tuna in. You put a can of drained peas in. You put in a can of drained diced tomatoes, and you put in a little bit of mayonnaise, and you mix it all up, and it's like a poor man's tuna casserole. It's good, but you need the mayonnaise, you need the mayonnaise. But he won't eat it. He won't eat it.
Oh my God! Okay, folks, we have just stumbled into another squirrel pattern.
Oh, look what! I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to start a new
Mrs. There's also one for you over on Rumble too.
Oh, there is. Oh, wonderful. Okay, I will go check.
Yeah.
Because I don't do Rumble. I don't do anything.
And I will tell you, go ahead and report them. If there's reporting mechanisms on Rumble, report them or whatever you need to do.
They have our avatars?
Probably, I would imagine. So that's
Really?
yeah.
Wes Cagle says there's one for you and the missus over on Rumble.
Yeah,
exactly. So
we will go. I will.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of out of hand. I'm just a guy trying to get to 500 that wants to entertain, have fun, and laugh. And it's like, damn, I got 3 friggin' fake accounts on Twitter. I think, anyway, but hey, partner in crime, yes.
This is my new, whoops, where'd it go? There.
Yay.
This is my new one that I'm doing. And I don't know, but I think one time Lisa was asking about the scale. And if this one says 2-2, whoops, let me do that. I got to be a weatherman and do everything backwards. This one says 2-2. And this one says 2-4. So I'm wondering if that has something to do with the size. So I'm going to take and make this one and see if it's smaller. We'll see.
Yep.
And I figured out what someone was asking was about diamond blocks. And I'm thinking that bison was diamond blocks size. They're like mini blocks. And I'm thinking that's what that is. So we will see.
Yep. While I think about it, remind me, Mrs. Hungry. I'm going
Oh,
to. Yeah, there's no 55. Mrs. has after. Okay, we'll have to check that out. Thank you, Wes Cagle. But go ahead and report. I'm,
at least report the Mrs.
yeah,
Dadman one if it
yeah,
actually has the avatar,
yeah.
because there could be a
Oh,
dad man walking.
that is
Because,
true. Yeah.
but yeah, that
Well,
miss if it
the
has
whole
my
thing.
avatar,
But the
then
whole thing is, yeah, you're right. Because here's the thing I've learned: whether it's on Fortnite or if it's on YouTube, Twitch, or whatever, there are plenty of dad man walkings out there. So you got to be careful. But if they are using the avatar, then yes. I mean, because I that's why I'm 55. It's Dadman Walking 55. Because when Aang went to make me an ID on Fortnite, it picked a number. I asked I asked Aang, why did you pick 55? And she just it was a number. It had to be different. And I'm like, with my kid's sense of humor, I'm glad I'm not Dadman Walking 69. So
Oh,
oh my good. Hello, your Muslim uncle. Good evening.
hey, bro.
All right. Well, theoretically, let's take this as a theoretical question. Can't vote on this because I didn't grow up with my sibling. That's kind of like I was. My sister moved out early, but yeah. But theoretically, let's take it as a theoretical question. And Lemon Pie says hello to you.
Hello,
So,
citrus. Hello.
all right. So we got 10 people again watching with us. So now, folks, if you want geekery type stuff, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take that name, but if you want not football, Fortnite, the stuff, look right there. The missus here is bringing it to us in live action. And I'm going to solo layout. See, she's got a model that she's putting together tonight. And what is this again?
I muted because I was doing the plastic bags, and I
Oh,
figured you
yes.
didn't want to hear that. I am making. This has got a 4 set that they interlock, which I think is going to be really cool. Um, it's a ramen shop. This company is from Germany. I was kind of looking it up because I was trying to figure out, like I said, once again, what those numbers meant. I'm sure it has something to do with size because they have a 2-2, a 2-4, and then they also have like a 1-3. So I'm thinking it's a ratio thing, but I don't know. So anyway, this is what I'm making is the ramen shop.
Yeah, exactly.
So I figured you guys didn't want to hear me crinkling the
Thank
bags
you.
while I
Right.
was cutting them
I have
open.
no problems with ramen. I love ramen, and I will go ahead and make ramen tastier than what you get out of the pack. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. And then when you make your ramen, I'm gonna digress and stop it. When you
Yeah.
make your ramen, do you
Sure.
while you're cooking it, do you crack an egg in it and let it cook just where it's just? I do like the last 30 seconds of cooking the ramen in the broth, and then I
Mm.
crack the egg in it.
Uh,
I will be honest, I do not use the egg because I like saving that egg experience for when I actually go to a proper restaurant.
mhm.
Doing it for myself, I don't do it, but I use a lot of seasonings and a lot of
Mhm.
spices. So I had turmeric, I had hot paprika, and a little bit of chili powder and a little bit of black pepper. And I will actually cook the noodles in that before I add the final uh,
Mhm.
flavor packet from the ramen packet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that flavor packet is so good.
It is so good, but
But
I
that's
also add
that's
a
a
little.
controversy too. That's a big thing. There's a lot of there. Do you put your flavor packet in the water,
Mm,
or do you put it on after you cook the noodles? I do it. I cook them in it also, but I use like soy sauce and fish
Yes.
sauce and little oyster sauce. And I put
Mm-hmm.
it through that.
I add the packet at the very end of it, but I've put a
As
lot
do
of
I.
spices into it. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
spices into it beforehand. And I will actually add this is gonna be terrible, Mr. A. Cover your ears. Cover your ears, Mr. A. I will actually use powdered beef soup and add that to make the soup more tasty
Oh,
while I'm
like
cooking.
is that like a bouillon?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that would be
That,
good.
that sounds good. So
And I
that's
add vegetables. I chop the vegetables and put it in, so it becomes a little more special. A little more special.
yeah. Now we have a poll question that's still here, Mrs. I don't think you're aware of it, but we got up to 10 votes now.
Yeah, I've
What?
already voted.
Oh, you already voted? Okay. All right.
Yes.
I
All
can't
right.
see the vote.
Uh, uh, let's see, because it's over on the YouTube thing. It's 10
Okay,
votes.
right.
It's got nobody's voted for Mounds, but Almond Joy's 30%, Tootsie Rolls at 40, Jolly Ranchers at 30. We got a close battle here again, as
I
we
would
usually do on our polls.
I would love almond joy. Mrs. understands where I'm coming from here, and I think so does Mr. A. See, I'm a dark chocolate guy, so like almond joy for me, I would have killed for a dark chocolate almond joy. Killed.
Oh man. Oh man. See, here's like everything else is it
You can
depends on
take me off
allergies.
of. Oh, yeah, I do not.
Oh shoot, sorry. Well, everybody loves looking at your hand tonight, okay? Sorry about that. Oh, you
Yes.
put it here. Yeah,
There.
exactly. Oh, you're the star of the show now. It's not sports ball, but
Oh,
hey,
buddy, no. I'm
yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
buddy.
they got.
No.
But see, it's all levels too, because his is a rash. The others are very serious
Aw.
conditions. So, but Lemon Pie said he didn't like any of the candies as much but as a kid he liked Jolly Ranchers.
Oh, those were
Jolly
really
Ranchers.
great. I had
Yeah.
friends from America where they could buy a Jolly Rancher for 2 cents. 2 cents.
Yeah, yeah, it was like the old cheap bubble gum. Yeah, it's
Yep.
crazy. Uh, so wow, we got 10 people now with us. This number, hey, you guys, make sure you smash that like button. Thank you for hanging out with us. Normally, more D with the C's going right now, but we're kind of just doing something tonight in case people want to listen to something. Uh,
Yeah,
but
if you
glad
still
to
want
have
to
y'all
hang
here
out,
with us too.
you know.
Yeah, exactly. Now, Mr. Angel says I'm going to get to our favorite tuna helper in just a second.
Oh,
Mr.
okay.
Angel said ramen is a highly underrated food. More people survive on ramen than you can imagine. Cheap, easy, upgradable, good storage, preserve, becomes a staple of the planet. Respect. Absolutely.
Thank
We
you.
Exactly.
actually, I love ramen, and we have. I always buy it. We always have a staple of ramen at our house, and I upgrade it. I do it fairly simple. Um, I like I say, I put in some of the sauces with it. I use scallions. I have put in like if I had like leftover. I love it because you can put anything in it. Like if you have any
Mm,
leftover protein, you can put that in with it. Any leftover vegetables. You can kind of. It's
mm.
kind of like I consider kind of. You can do it like a stir fry, but with ramen noodles instead of rice.
Or an Irish stew. Whatever,
Oh,
the potatoes are going, got to use the potatoes,
mm-hmm.
carrots, put that in the Irish stew. The meat's
Yeah.
starting to go, put that in the
Yep.
Irish stew.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, go ahead. JT, were you going to say
Oh
something?
no, I was just agreeing. I said, "Yep."
Yep. All right. Well, I don't know how to do this in this order because I think we're going to open a can of discussion on another, but we'll come back to Tuna Helper. But first, I'm going to go with Buddies. The Look bars, I'm not sure what Look bars are. Put them in the fridge, they get hard and break them in pieces that melt in your mouth.
They were good.
Oh,
They were good. And in America, you had so many good things that we did not have here, but I got to experience them when I went over in the 80s, right? There was this thing that you guys had that was amazing, and they were sold at drive-ins as well as movie theaters. And I
Right.
think you might remember them. You or the missus will remember them. Charleston Chews.
oh,
I
I
remember hearing
those.
about them.
I remember
Yep.
Charleston cheese.
There we go.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Your Muslim uncle, I'm going to come back to yours because I want to spend some time on that. But I want to go ahead and show the Tuna Helper now before since we're on the pasta kick. These are the Tuna Helpers. I mean, and granted, these are small. You got tuna creamy broccoli, tuna creamy pasta to the left, which
And that's
this
who I
one,
do with
yeah,
get
and
would be the
this is
pasta.
not what I consider Tuna Helper because if you look at it, it's it's like almost chicken and dumplings. The real tuna helper had longer,
Mr.
thinner noodles and was burnt orange. I mean, it was orange cheese. It was not this creamy, crappy, whatever crap they do. And it's like, it's like, why can't you have to change anything? Damn it! I'm just
You're
like,
killing me. No, but the missus
You are
understands.
so
See,
funny.
here's the thing: kids love, and I was a kid, and I understand because we had Kraft cheese here in Australia too. Okay, we understand that the yellow and the orange makes
Yeah.
kids eat it, but the thing is, if you add turmeric, which is healthy for you, a little bit will actually change the color drastically.
yeah, I don't want it. This is and see, this is what they call tuna helper now. This is what they call tuna helper now. There's a bunch of hippie noodles. I mean, it's bullshit.
But
I mean,
that's kind of
seriously.
closest. That's probably kind of the closest.
But they were flatter, thinner noodles, though. These are
Yeah.
like egg noodles
Yeah.
that you get out of a
but
bag.
you know what? You got to remember that these are advertisement photos. Honestly, what's in the bag is probably what you eat.
No, this is what I looked at them the last time Mom made me this, and these are the noodles. I mean, I could just go get a bag of egg noodles and make my own them for that matter with what they're doing. They were
And it would
unique,
be so
longer,
much better
thinner.
for you.
That's
Gave
not
me
the
the
point. The
hiccups
point is
again.
the longer, thinner noodles that were almost like fettuccine in a way. They were longer. It was just anyway. It's I'm having issues.
He's having withdrawals, guys.
Yes, they are usually yellow, but buddy, they oranged the hell out of them to the point where everything turned orange. You know.
Oh, he's such a goob. Oh my
hope I didn't.
god.
I hope I'm not. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to time you out, I guess. Oh my gosh, I'm so
No,
sorry.
I always had hamburger helper. We didn't eat tuna in
Yeah.
my house. It was always the hamburger helper. So I don't
Oh
know
my
if
gosh.
they have any of those. And
No.
it's all
Well,
good.
Yeah,
No,
I've made the hamburger helper, but they're so easy to make
But-
yourself.
Look at all the flavors. I'll just read them off. Tuna creamy broccoli, tuna creamy pasta, tetrazzini, tuna cheesy pasta. We got classic creamy pasta. We got tuna fettuccine alfredo. We got tuna creamy pasta. It's just creamy parmesan.
Ooh.
I mean, like, oh my gosh, different.
Now that
all
one
this-
sounds good.
No, tuna helper is one and one only. It is orange, and longer noodles, and that's it. Shall
my
not be
goodness.
changed, shall not be added with vegetables, green, or anything else. So
You're funny.
we accountants have to be no sense of humor when it comes to our food and stuff like this. But hey, we're trying to be showmen tonight, along with the IT department. And then there's a type of tuna helper where they use freaking macaroni. It's like,
Oh, and if you get a nice crispy top on it, that
Yeah.
would be awesome.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
look.
lemon
I
pie.
agree.
Hey, look, hippie noodles. Yeah, but look, Mr.
Hippies.
Angel,
Hippie noodles to the left and the
Yeah.
hippie noodles to the right.
Mr. Angel just passed out from watching the screen.
Oh, the horror.
Yeah. Oh, look. Yeah, the helper on the hand always creeped you out. Yeah, it was kind of creepy, wasn't it? And yes, there's way too many flavors of them. Yes, exactly.
The
And Mr.
hand
Angel
was
said-
great.
The tuna helper is here to help you. No, I don't want to be helped. Get me off this planet. Scotty, beam me up for God's sake. Scotty. Yes, exactly. Don't leave me, Scotty. Oh, God, you guys are funny.
But you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
if you were
Oh,
a
yeah.
parent
Hey,
in
look.
a rush, they were quick and substantial, right?
Buddy Hepburn is
But you
exactly
know
right
what?
there, though. That Buddy Hepburn is, yes, aluminum
Yes.
trays, TV dinners. Yes.
Yes, I agree because it's just wrong.
And I must agree with all of you people on the opposite side of the ocean. Okay, Swanson dinners and Hungry Man dinners. We never had that here. Never. And I got to try some of those in 1989. Yeah, we should have had those in Australia, but we were never allowed.
Yeah.
Well, let me do something because I feel about a squirrel moment, and as long as y'all are holding up, I'm going to keep going because I get to sleep a little bit later in the morning.
Squirreling.
So, okay, we are going to come back to this, but I want to get back to something. Stop. Just stop.
No, I'm on her
We-
side. I'm
No,
on
no,
Jess's
no,
side.
no,
here.
no. I
I'm
don't.
fine.
I don't know. I know. I'm just having fun with the whole thing. Of, oh my gosh! Now I can't handle that. So
Well, anything that basically they've made it's noodles with a cheese or a
Yeah.
white sauce powder with
Yeah.
a little with seasonings in it,
Yeah.
and you put in the chicken, and that's basically what it is. I mean, you might have a packet that has some dehydrated vegetables, what's that word? Vegetables.
Yeah.
Um, but
Vegetables.
you know, I look at them, and I used to cook them because he liked them, and some of them were easier, like. You can get the fake beef stroganoff, and some of those they were easier to do, and they kind of give you that faux
Mm-hmm.
um, taste. But some of them, they're so easy just to make with your own ingredients that it's like, why buy the box and get all the
Oh my gosh.
chemicals?
Look at this. For hamburger helper cheddar cheese melt, it says at top, try with hot dogs instead.
Yeah, a lot they do also say you can put in hot dogs and stuff. But some of them are
One
so easy
one
to
of the
make,
chickens is fried
honestly,
rice.
you know, that it's just kind of, I look at them now and go, why did I even,
Exactly.
why
I
did
hate
I
to say this,
even?
but we're probably putting Chef, otherwise known as Mr. A, back in the hospital talking about this
Oh,
stuff.
sorry.
Uh,
So
I
sorry.
will never speak. I will never reveal our secrets. Gets tuna showing tuna helper pictures. Okay, I will tell you everything. Oh gosh, yeah, there's cheesy hash brown and everything. So, oh man, and talking about TV dinners. Before we get in that, I want to go back to the candy just a little bit because some people talk about candy. Your Muslim uncle had mentioned. Let's see, Miss Cagle talked about favorite is a Milky Way, and I want to do a stream coming up before Halloween about some candy.
You know
Uh,
what I think? I'm going
so,
to say
oh,
this. What
like
I think
yeah.
what I think we need to do for that one
Mm.
is that we
Mm-hmm.
need to sacrifice ourselves, and we need to go out and buy like the different kind of packages of Halloween candy, like a package of the cheap Halloween candy, and then like a
Mm-hmm.
fancy Halloween candy, and we need to have them here so that we can, show them and
Mm.
taste test them.
I think that is a good idea.
You taste test
That's a
them,
good.
yes.
Yeah, exactly. I'll make sure
I
I'm really good before
I
that
can't do that
point.
here, though.
oh,
Well,
I'm
we'll do
so
it for you. We'll take the pain. We'll take the punishment.
All
So
right, but can I be allowed to vote for American candy?
Oh,
absolutely,
yes.
yeah, that's what we're going
Okay.
to do. Yeah,
You can
exactly. It'll
vote
all be American.
by our descriptions, and some of the can yes,
You know
you are
what's
so
interesting? We used to subscribe to something called Universal Yums,
yes,
and
I
they
would
would have candies, the sweet and the savory from all around the world. They pick a
Mm.
country for a month, and you get a big box of stuff.
that was
Actually,
really cool. I wanna do that again.
yeah, it just was. It's a little pricey, but you know what? It was kind of cool to see the different things around the world.
Well, we
But I
we've
want to.
only recently in the past 3 years gotten something that is a classic from America called Three Musketeers and over.
Oh
Oh, yep.
yes,
Oh, the little nougat inside. Oh, oh, that
JT
tastes
knows what I'm
all
talking
right.
about, don't you,
Oh,
bro?
yes.
Exactly.
Oh,
So,
yes.
well, before we go too far off in that, let's talk about that because I know when I want to do it and things. Because, like I talked to you about, maybe holding off on one of the other ones that we're
Mm,
kicking around an idea. Because there's only much time, and there's so many things moving right now. I
mm,
wanted to come back to what your Muslim uncle had said: the penny candy stores. Because
mm,
we
uh-huh.
talked about the cheap little pieces of candy. We talked about like the Jolly Ranchers. Your Five Below has it's kind of like that where they got the scoop where you can go in and pick up individual pieces of candy and stuff like that.
You
Do
pay
y'all
by
remember the
weight.
pay?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
and see, because I remember as a kid going home from school, you'd have a buck or maybe 50 cents. You go to the little thing.
mm.
We actually had a store when you could do it in a residential area. I'd go over there and get that, and they put it. I was like, it was my alcohol and then a little brown bag of candy. I'd go home, and it was like kind of cool, you know. Do y'all
Well,
remember the penny candy stores and penny candies?
do you remember what we
Hmm.
used to do is we would walk as we walked to the convenience store. There was a lot of roads, and apparently a lot of people were nasty, and they would just throw their bottles outside. And at that time,
Ew.
you could take the bottles and return them and get a nickel or something for them. So
Mm.
we would go and we'd run and we'd search for bottles, glass soda bottles, and collect them. And at the store, whatever money we had, then we would go buy. penny candy. You could actually get stuff for a penny or a nickel. So we'd get a nice little haul, and we'd kind of be cleaning up the neighborhood as we go. So it was kind of a win-win for multiple people.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
uh, a lot of people remember going to collect the uh,
No, I remember that because we actually had a similar recollection program here in Australia for a while, but
mhm.
it went out of favor about 15 years ago. But also going back to the Jolly Rancher thing, those started being imported here in Australia, and there was a very spicy hot cinnamon variety of Jolly Rancher candies.
Hmm.
And I
Yep.
spoke to a friend in the United States, and they said, "Oh, that's what we give to the bad kids on Halloween."
Oh no,
Ah,
I love
wow.
the
No, no,
spicy
no,
thing.
no.
No,
No,
no. And by the way, West Cagle, I'm south of the Mason Dixon line. No, Hungry
Ah!
Boy's still Australian, so, but yeah, hey, uh, all good.
That's good.
That's all good. But hey, I'll give out Vegemite to trick or treaters. Why not? They'll look at us like
that's
crazy like that.
equivalent to the person that gives out like apples.
Or what
No,
about the
no,
orange and
Mrs.
brown generic wrapper candy?
No, Mrs. and Dadman. That's like Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin of Halloween. I got a rock.
I got a
Yes.
rock.
Oh,
Oh,
Jess here had a candy store that has where I got a bag of 50 pixie sticks for 50 cents in high school.
Woo.
Candy cigarettes. Yes.
yes, I
Oh, I
bought.
Candy
remember
cigarettes.
those.
I
I
love
We had
actually
those
those.
here. Yes.
we actually went to. I went to a retro store and I got a couple containers of them, and they're somewhere around here.
Mhm.
Oh, they're
And
good.
your Muslim uncle says, Mrs., that they did what you mentioned in Michigan with pop cans and they get candy and sometimes baseball cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I remember the
I,
old packs of baseball cards with the long stick of gum in it. Those were cool.
yes,
Mm. Terrible gum, but great cards.
but you
Exactly.
still
You're
had to
doing it for
chew
the
the
card.
gum. It was a law.
Yep. And some of them had Star Wars packs. There were some that were Star Wars packs too. I remember having some Star Wars trading cards too. Yeah, of course they don't sell. I have actually seen a type of candy cigarette that has been sold before, but
I
it was
have
hard to
some
find
somewhere, but I don't know where they're
because
at.
at that one unique store, I think is where we bought them at.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I just so JT, did you have any memories of the penny candy stores and as a kid?
Yeah, I mean, you didn't get as maybe as many candies or the good ones for a penny anymore, but we definitely had penny candy stores by the time I came around and had a little bit of lawn mowing money or something to go and get them. Of course, it didn't help that my mother was a nutritionist with a
Oh,
college degree in nutrition. So, how many times do we ever get to the candy store, right?
that's
But
Ah!
that's why you say, Mom, I'm going for a walk," and then you go
yeah,
collect the bottles, and then you go get your own secret money, and then you scarf it all down before you get home.
yeah,
There you go.
right, exactly.
And then
Mom, I got a tummy ache.
and your mom's like, "What is
It
that
must have been all that
smell? What
okra
is
I ate
mm,
earlier.
what is that
Mommy,
smell?
Okra.
mommy, I got a tummy ache.
Chocolate flavored okra."
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Oh God,
Exactly.
chocolate. Dude.
Now here's one. Buddy Hepburn said atomic fireballs, which I don't really remember, but do you all remember
Oh,
warheads?
yes, I love atomic fireballs and warheads.
Yeah, I love warheads. And
What are
people would say,
warheads?
"Oh, this one, what are warheads?"
Yeah.
So they're a small candy, maybe about the size of a Jolly Rancher, but on the
Okay.
outside of the warhead, they coat it with malic acid and some other stuff, so it is super sour. And they
Ooh.
love putting like a warhead with like a person kind of like
Mm-hmm.
puckering on something sour with a bunch of steam coming out of the top of their head like a nuke. Um, just to say like, oh, look how sour this candy is. It's actually made in Wisconsin, so we should have Lisa over here to tell
Yes.
us, all the super secret Wisconsin varieties that they don't
I want to
export,
try
right?
some now. I
But
want them.
Atomic fireballs are basically they're little red balls, and you when you put them in your mouth, you have all the hot and it just Yum. They just kind of burn your tongue. It's such a
Ooh.
good.
Hmm.
They're good. Very spicy.
Are they spherical?
Yes, they're little. Yeah, they're little. They're not very big. Well, maybe
Mm.
we'll have to find some atomic fireballs and
Mm.
show them. Um,
Now,
Yeah.
warheads have a pH of 1.6.
Oh.
ooh,
Oh,
Folks,
That's
listen, we are talking
okay.
pH levels now. Now you're getting the high class education here on this
right,
channel
right.
now.
So, pH level of 1.6 is like a rust remover level of acidity.
Yeah.
wow.
So,
Mm.
don't
Well,
eat
look,
too many of those because your teeth will
yeah,
erode,
exactly.
at a faster pace than you may enjoy.
Now, Mr. Angel is now sharing penny candy stores, a warm memory from her childhood. In summer, go to work on the strawberry fields to make a quick buck, then off to the candy store
Hmm.
with a box of strawberries to trade for candy. Those are nice memories.
Mm.
And I
Mhm.
remember rock candy. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
You can make rock
Okay.
candy.
Thanks, Jess. I'll get to it in a second. I got another thing to hit before we go on another squirrel adventure. So, but thank you everybody hanging out with us tonight. So let's see. Wes Cagle said he used to get bazooka gum at Halloween. So
With the little
cue.
comic books.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
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 Wes Cagle remembers there used to be like the baseball cards with the big thick gum. There were Star Wars trading cards in some of
You
those.
can get any straight. You can get with the cards. There were so many different things you could get.
Hmm.
I'm starting off, can't
So
finding one piece. That's ridiculous.
well, let me let's see before we go on the word thing. So I mean, you feel free to do more with your candies. Let me see where the poll is. We got 10 votes still 40, 30, and 30. So hey, vote. Oh, and by the way, I think you might have asked Hungry Boy about the Tootsie Rolls earlier. How to
Oh
describe
yeah,
them?
that's one of Clobby's favorites.
They're
Tootsie
like just
Rolls and Tootsie Pops,
they're
even
they're
more
like
importantly.
they're like a blob of chewy chocolate, and it's
Yeah,
really
they
rich
pretty
chocolate.
are.
But I will tell you, I did have one pull a molar out the other a couple years ago.
No.
They're
Yeah,
very
yeah, it was
yes.
that thick. And the funny thing with it was like I'm like, oh dear God, something's wrong, and I was like, boy, I spit that out in a hurry, so I didn't swallow my molar.
Oh.
So yeah, damn dentist. So
Only
anyway,
only dad man that would happen
yeah.
to.
Well, we got new dentists now. So anyway, but hey. One thing that came up in our great friend Buddy Hepburn started this again.
Buddy.
Buddy started this with the let's see. Dad man wants aluminum trays for TV dinners, darn it. Yeah, absolutely. I do.
I
Because
remember the aluminum trays.
yeah,
Oh,
here's what we got now. For these silly microwave ovens.
yes,
Get
I was gonna say so
plastic.
you can microwave them.
Yeah, why can't you microwave them in with the metal trays? I know,
I don't know
kidding. I'm
because they're
kidding.
set on fire. You
Yes, I
silly
know,
Billy.
and all sickness, but yeah, but they, there you go. Of course, now they're fries. I don't know the last dang time I saw any meal with fries like that. They used to have them. Then the banquets changed them out with macaroni and cheese. But there's your hungry man,
Mm.
hungry boy.
Oh, I want that so bad. I want that right now.
And with the
You
Oh.
dessert, and I love the desserts they always had with them. They
the
were,
brownies though. These brownies are damn
Mm.
divine. I
yeah,
love
that's
these
what I'm saying.
brownies.
The desserts are,
The ads on YouTube make it seem so divine.
Hmm.
Oh. Oh.
yeah.
Exactly, they do. They really do. So, but I'm going to show you this sucker, which is a traditional. Uh, a little bit grainy. Sorry about that, but it's
Mm.
it's going to be interesting to see the good old aluminum trays, my friends.
Ooh, aluminum
So
trays,
yes,
yes.
exactly. Here we go.
Yep.
There you go.
And the
Aluminum
Oh,
peas and
trays.
gimme.
the peas
Gimme.
and carrots are like the little cobbler thing there.
And the gravy.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, the nasty gravy, but it was good.
Nasty
exactly.
gravy.
I
You
use
know,
up
Nasty
all
there's
the gravy
gravy.
now.
there's some foods that they're just kind of nasty, but they're still good.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and it's like a guilty pleasure to enjoy them, but
Uh-huh.
you don't really want to share with anybody that you like them because it's kind of embarrassing,
Yeah.
but it's okay because they're good.
Well, no, you and
Yes,
Dadman would
well,
understand this. You would understand this because that is what like popcorn and the
yeah,
barbecue beef burgers at drive-ins were like. It was
Mhm.
yeah.
nasty, but it was
Yeah,
good.
exactly.
Yes,
It's a good nasty, nasty good.
yes.
Hey, listen about the Tootsie Roll and the molar. I did get it right out of my hand though. So, and it didn't cost me any more. They just re-glued it down, because it did a crappy job on it. So, don't worry about it.
I
So, it did.
apologize, Dadman. I apologize.
On a Tootsie Roll. That's the funny part.
Just-
It's all from a Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, that's
No,
how
but have
that's
you
how
have you
chewy they are.
no, I don't know if these are the Tootsie Roll brand, but you guys, have you ever had like the flavored ones, like the limes and the
Oh,
I
orange?
didn't like those.
orange.
Oh, I love the lime. But I'm such a lime person. I
Mm.
could eat anything that's lime. I could eat them. They were very artificial flavory
Mm.
tasting, but they were. Mm.
But to back you up, Mrs. And I believe this was created in the Americas, and it's been served here in Australia for at least 35 years. Key lime pie is one of the best
Oh,
inventions.
oh
Yes.
yes.
Oh well. Hey,
But
listen.
a lot of them you get are. It's not real key lime.
This is the
True.
classic original TV dinner.
Oh,
We had bone-in fried chicken.
Mashed
And yeah,
Mr.
potatoes.
Angel, avoid your eyes.
Yes, the mashed
Avert your
potatoes
eyes.
and peach. Like in this case, it's peaches, and the mixed vegetable there. So hey, well, we still got 10 people watching us tonight, and probably more that are not being counted in there. So, your Muslim uncle says 3 cats, 2 black gin fighting specialists.
I get that joke.
11 Pie says, well, the Tootsie Roll did your favorite spot. Yes, spotted poor dental work. Yeah, exactly.
No.
Well, I tell you,
Oh.
one time I was eating healthy during Tim Tebow's last college game, and I was eating Triscuits and celery and carrot sticks, and I lost molars shattered. So that's what I get for eating healthy. Jess said her mom likes the fruit chews and the vanilla Tootsie Rolls. And Wes Cagle says the old TV dinners were great. The turkey with mashed potatoes, peas and carrots, and the cranberry crunch dessert was the best.
Hey,
Yes.
and that is fantastic. And also, across the pond, as we say here, you folks had something wonderful that we did not have until recently. I think you call them fruit roll-ups.
Yes.
Some
Oh, you know what
places
I'm
call
talking
them-
about then.
Some
Yes,
places
yes,
call
yes.
them fruit leather.
Fruit leather.
That's
Oh
pretty
my
much
gosh.
what they were.
Yeah.
I always enjoyed fruit by the foot way more than fruit roll-ups. But
Yeah.
they were similar concoctions. But yeah, it was basically
Concoctions.
fruit
I love
leather.
that word. I love that
Oh.
word, the way you said that.
It's
I don't know if
basically.
it's legally considered a food product.
It's-
Well,
well,
no,
if you
I
make
got to
it-
tell you why I love the word concoction. Go ahead, Mrs. And I'll
if
finish
you
what I was
make
saying.
it, you can make it by your. You can make it, and if you take and puree whatever fruit, and then you put it real thin on like a a thing to dehydrate it, and then you dehydrate it, you put it in, or you can put it in your oven at like a very, very low temperature and let it all
Okay.
dry out. And then you just can take some, like wax paper, you put it down, and then you roll it up, and you have fruit roll ups.
So this is like a fruit version of beef jerky.
kind of, yeah, I guess so, yes.
I want to have some now.
TV
But-
dinners
but
are a
the
reason
stuff-
he became a
But
chef.
honestly, fruit roll ups probably are so smacked full of chemicals. But if you
Oh.
make your own, it's probably you can make it much better. But
Yeah. Well, listen, I will tell you.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, JT.
Oh no! You're
I'm
fine.
sorry.
I'm
sorry.
trying to not remember
But
fruit roll-ups.
did you
so
have
I
those
can't-
as a kid, JT?
Yes, I did.
Did you like them?
No, not really. You
Ooh.
tended what you would do when you were a real little kid and you had your little lunchbox, in the lunchroom. You would take out the fruit roll-up and look at the other kids with fruit by the foot and wonder,
And see if you could trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course they always said no. But so then what you would do is they would have like a cutout design in them, that you could play with your food a little bit and try to rip it out but of course they never cut it well enough, so you never could rip it out well with the patience of a little kid. Then what you'd also do is try to roll it into a ball and fit the whole thing in your mouth at the same time. That was the the other thing you do as a little kid with that.
Do you remember the ones that had tattoos, and you could take and put the fruit roll up on your tongue, and you
What?
would get a tattoo. It was ink. It was some kind of food dye, and you would get a tattoo on your tongue.
I don't remember those, but I remember they included tattoos once. And I
Oh,
tried
that is
putting it
such
on in the
great.
lunchroom, and they tried to give me a detention for it. And I
Uh,
was like,
Mhm.
That is
you,
such
okay.
great marketing, though. I
Well,
have to
and well,
admire
marketing
that.
too is like fruit roll-ups were in some of the Lunchables when I Jess was a kid. Yeah, exactly.
mhm.
Could do that.
Well, they
Hey,
were
let me.
an easy.
Can you still get the fruit roll-ups? I think you can, can't
Yes,
you?
yes, you
Yeah,
can.
yeah. Now, I
Wow.
listen. I wanted to go back a little bit because you use the word concoction. I always have special memories of the word concoction because
Mm.
it's like the kitchen sink, things like that. I remember one day in church, my granddad was saying the prayer, and he said, "Lord bless it, thank you, bless this concoction," talking about the choir singing. So, concoction always sings a great thing to me. And thinking of Mr. Angel out here, I hope he does not really lose it on this one. Are you ready,
Oh,
hungry?
oh goodness.
You can thank Jess for this one. Take home tonight chicken enchilada bake. There's the
No.
tortilla, white chicken,
No.
enchilada sauce, cheese, and poblano peppers.
No.
I mean,
Oh,
I have to tell you guys, in honor of all
Wes
the other
Cagle
channels,
forgot about the tongue twos,
there
missus.
there was this time where Snail Messiah, who also cooks, right, and
Mhm.
Mr. A and I, we were just not able to deal with the 735 Club episode that was being talked about. He'll remember this, Mr. A will remember this, and we just kept going on about desserts and the things that Mr. A and Snail Messiah were describing would make us all be willing to gain 200 pounds within about 5 weeks. The desserts they were describing were so delicious and healthy. They were healthy desserts. Oh my God, the stuff they were talking about. And I actually, I told this to Mr. A, so he can't say I'm being a bad boy here. He can't say I'm being a bad boy. I was saving screenshots of all of these recipes. They're delicious. Oh my God.
Oh, that's too cool. That is cool.
Oh,
Well, I figured this one would be. I hope we didn't lose him because he's been quiet. So, but hey, there you go. I figured that would be a good one to show because Jess is sending this kind of stuff to us. Uh-oh. Oh, well, I spoke too soon. I got stabbing feeling in my chest. What's that bright light? Oh, right.
don't
my-
follow
You-
it. Don't follow it.
you are the bright light in our diet, Mr. A. You know that.
Exactly. And let's see.
Unlike a certain person in Star Trek Voyager, but we'll leave that alone.
Let's see. Who's that? That
Neelix.
guy with the big hair, Neelix. He's like the
Mr.
guy
Chicken
with the,
Man.
Is he the guy
Chicken
that
Man.
looks like Bob or Doug McKenzie, whichever one that is? You know the one I'm
I
talking
can't make
about, right?
another joke because, one of our favorite women who also cooks, Lisa, she likes Mr. Chicken Man. I just had to make that joke on Clobby's behalf. That's all.
But it's like it's just like. But is he the guy like the hair up the back or something weird? It's just a. I don't know. Anyway, here's another one that Jess sent. Super pretzels. Yeah, these pretty straightforward.
At least those are just bread that's been frozen, and then you can put the salt on yourself. That's not quite so bad. But some of the stuff is like, oh my goodness.
Oh
I
my
hate it
goodness.
when there's one piece. I mean, there's a piece and there's only one of it, and it's a small one,
Uh-oh.
Ah,
and I can't find it.
all right. So I think Lemon Pie said he thought that Raquel was the one that likes Neelix.
Hey. Hey.
Hmm?
Hey.
Dang. All right, let me
Well,
see.
actually, she likes Neelix more than the female character who I shall not name who likes Neelix. So, there we go.
Mm.
That romance, no, not acceptable by Raquel's standards. Not acceptable.
Okay. Well, we're going to, thanks to Jess, we're going to go back to the hamburger
Bavarian
helper.
pretzel.
We're going to look at the hamburger helper option on this one.
Mm.
So let's look at it. Stage here. Crunchy taco. Now this looks actually kind of cool. It's got rice, sauce mix, and corn chips. That actually kind of looks kind of cool.
So it's like Fritos thrown in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like the miss said. You can put it together as you want. So Buddy liked those pretzels, and Jess said they're long Bavarian pretzel. The bites, one of the pizza flavored. Mr. Angel likes Neelix, may not taste always, but might not taste always, but I marriage challenge cooking with totally unknown ingredients available, made as a hero, binding the crew with food. Exactly.
Now, Mr. A, are you talking about Neelix cooking, or are you talking about using Neelix as an ingredient in cooking?
What we're using Neelix? Okay, gotcha. I gotcha.
Sorry.
Oh, be nice to Neelix. Poor guy.
I don't know with the hair with the
I had
hairdo
to make
like
him
that.
laugh, okay? I
No, I
had to
don't.
make Mr. A laugh. He's had
I
a
don't-
hard year.
I don't really know who Neelix is, but it's okay. I mean, I think I've seen him, a picture of him. It's been a while since I've watched those shows.
He's the chicken man with freckles from hell.
Let me try to do something. I'm going to. Gosh, we got a 13th vote. We got a tie with Tootsie Rolls and Jolly Ranchers.
Ooh.
Almond Joys and Mounds. So if we get one more
No,
vote,
let me ask: was the poll what you would want to get?
what you would want in return.
So
Exactly.
this is not like A tier. I'm never going to trade it candy. This is like when
Right.
you're with your
That's right.
siblings and you're like, okay, here's this quarter or third of your haul that I don't really want. So now I'm looking at my siblings' candy pile, and
Right.
they're not going to give you their Skittles or
Right.
their M&Ms, right?
Right.
This is what's attainable
Yeah,
in
I
a
would-
trade scenario.
I would trade
Yeah.
my Skittles and M&Ms.
Now see,
Really?
They're tradable for me. And the
No.
Tootsie Rolls and Jolly Ranchers are tradables. I want the chocolate. I want the like chocolate bars. Like
no.
the
I
you know,
agree.
but to Mr. Angel's point, I thought it was a lack of fiber is what binds.
Ah!
But anyway, so all right, okay. All right.
Oh, buddy, no. Buddy,
Yes.
no.
Oh gosh.
Oh, buddy, no.
Well, if somebody can vote to break our tie, because I want to end it, because I want to try to do one more if we got time to, like with TV dinners. But we'll see what we've got here.
I get forced to sort these pieces because I'm looking for one.
Let me put it back on the missus right now for solo layout. So
Yeah.
so where are we at with things right now?
Okay, I'm on the second one, but this piece right here is a flat single white piece that I'm trying to find in all of these. So I'm now sorting them by color to try to find it. And as soon as I find it, I will stop sorting the colors.
Okay.
See, I need
Well-
one like this size, but without the little nub on it.
Mhm.
So that's
Yeah.
kind of where I'm at right now.
Ooh,
So-
Hot Pockets. Yeah, Hot Pockets. Our kid likes Hot Pockets.
Okay,
especially
okay.
in Gilded Flesh.
American Hot Pockets, yes. Australian attempts at Hot Pockets, no.
No.
This sounds like a new Jim Gaffigan skit.
Oh, now see, hey,
I love Jim Gaffigan. Thank
there
you.
you go. Well, Buddy puts on something I would do. Trading with his brother, strawberry. I like the orange. Ooh, I like the strawberry. I the strawberry is my
what?
favorite. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
no,
Starburst.
Starbursts are a keeper for me. I love Starburst.
Yeah.
They're very popular here. They've been imported since 1996. And yes, the orange, buddy. We are on Team Orange. We're on Team
Yes.
Orange. That's
Normally,
fantastic.
I'm favorite of orange. Normally, but there's something about that pink. I like that pink on that.
Can't
I
agree.
So I'm good.
Can't agree.
I like.
I like
I-
red.
I don't know. Do they have like a lemon flavor? I can't.
Yeah, they
A
got
lime.
a lemon.
A lime.
They got a lemon too, though. They
I,
have
I
lemon.
like the lemon.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Oh, tied to the TV talk, the Aunt Jemima breakfast TV meals. No, I don't remember them. I just remember the syrup.
Yes.
They did have the break. I'm not surprised that they did the full line breakfast, but
Yeah.
you'd have the syrup. So But
you
hey,
can see those ads. They're great ads on YouTube. You can find
Yeah.
all these ads on YouTube. So thank you, Jess. Thank you so much.
would you believe we still have 11 people with us tonight?
I,
It's
I
like
believe
can't imagine why.
we are going
I mean,
we're going on like geek on like normal Sunday night levels, and you know, thank you for everybody. Make sure you hit the like button. If you're lurking out there, you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you have, just also double check that you're subscribed still, because who knows what happens. Apparently I'm showing up everywhere these days, you know. So hey, make sure you're subscribed to the right person, which is Dadman Walking 55. If y'all, JT or you or Buddy, if somebody can throw that the actual link out for Twitter, you know, and remember, only on Twitch and YouTube for streaming at this point. But hey, while you're doing that, let's add another little funny meme. What could go wrong? The 60s black and white, 50s and 60s black and white tarantula movies.
Did you get this from New South Wales, where I live in?
No,
Come
but
on.
I got it from our mutual friend, Mr. Angel.
This is basically my country right here in a nutshell.
Giant spiders. Oh.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
I love
Yes.
this.
And Buddy said the Starburst are cherry, strawberry, orange, and lemon. Okay, those are the flavors that they have. But yeah, hey, I figured y'all like this one. So, oh my goodness. So I think we're probably going to go ahead and wrap up about now, because we are at about 2 hours 45 minutes. I mean,
And
we
I
do need
still
to save
haven't
Hungry.
found the piece. I still haven't found the piece.
Well, we also need to take it easy on Hungry Boy too.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody that's coming through, and everybody. JT, thanks for coming on with me. JT was the
certainly.
first one that said, enjoy these, and I'm going to pitch the show. Let me see if I can do one more meme, though. Did I see the retweet? Let me check real quick. All right. So, but hey.
Hey, Mrs.
Yes.
An Australian huntsman spider ate the piece you're looking for.
Probably. Damn that spider.
Wow.
That pesky spider, man.
The one the size of my hand.
Yes.
And by the way, congrats. I wish Admiral Teague was here tonight. I'd shout him out. Congrats and thank you for his Jets beating the Philadelphia Eagles tonight. Wow, that was a big one. It makes up for the Cowboys' loss to the Cardinals. So,
oh, that's really funny, Wes Cagle, because see, here in Australia, okay,
No,
the
Jess.
public is not allowed
No,
to
Jess, I
own
don't see
anything
it.
that the public is not allowed to go anything that goes boom boom, but the military is allowed to own something that goes boom boom or bang. So if you go too near anything that has the word nuclear in it, then somebody in a military outfit, a uniform, is going to go bang bang at you.
Oh.
oh wow.
I'm speaking in code. You know I'm
Yes,
speaking in
we
code.
know.
Yes.
You always, Jess. I saw that at one point, but I don't see that in my feed on my computer right now. I don't know if you want to try to reshare it. So, but let me show you something. I think that Jess did send yesterday. Oh my gosh, that's a repost from somebody else. But no, we got this wonderful. It's one of these dad man. It's one of these dad man wants to rampage, but you got somebody so sweet and wonderful like Jess out here that I can't, because I went to the movies the last 2 days and we had and yeah, unfortunately Taylor Swift moved into the movie theaters.
Oh,
It's
God.
like, oh no, but hey, to the people that love it, hey, wonderful for you. But listen to look at what Jess shared.
I'm not a Swiftie. Oh, no.
no. Oh,
No. No.
What is the pink
No.
stuff, Jess? What's the pink stuff on the popcorn?
Ew.
Is that strawberry?
I'm not sure what that is.
I hope not.
That looks like uncooked diced bacon or ham.
It just,
Yes.
it looks like pig innards.
Oh, Taylor Swift is only a weekend thing. I tell you what, though, you could hear it play throughout the whole theater when you were in the
my
lobby and the
God.
hallway. It was like pink glitter.
Yeah.
I am not a
So
Swiftie. I'm
I,
sorry.
I wonder that must be like a sprinkle salt, like the
Yeah.
ones you buy, but it's a pink one. Okay, but it's cute. It's cute. I to get all in the mood with the pink glitter.
You are
So
correct, buddy. You're
exactly,
correct.
yeah. So all right,
I am
the frog
desperately
dreaming.
wondering where this piece is. I found it.
Exactly, Jess. If you could retweet that again, I will show that because I do think that that would be a good thing to end up on. I do think that I did see it, but I do not know why I cannot find it here.
Finish the first row, guys.
Yay!
Well, now I'm kind of committed to sorting. I might as well finish.
So,
Hurrah.
of course, I got other things, but we'd be here all night if I kept sharing things. But yeah, I would like to see that one because I think that that would be a good. Uh,
Oh, Wes, no. No, no. No,
What?
Wes. No. No.
uh, yeah. Let's see. Well,
Well,
you never know
we
with
hope not.
with food colorings and stuff like that. You never. So it's. Let's see. I'm trying to find this. That Jess, if you could DM it to me then, or if you, I cannot, I literally cannot find it on Twitter. Twitter is also not a great reliable thing either. Hunger gets delayed on DMs to him. I swear my tweets either disappear, misappear, whatever. I see stuff out
Mm.
there. 1 minute I can see it, 1 minute I don't. So, but Jess, if you don't mind sharing that, I'd like to. I thought it was really, really cool, and I think people would appreciate it on the way out the door tonight. So.
I had a DM that was delayed by 10 hours.
I can believe
Okay.
that. I can believe it.
Oh, Mr. Angel, right to the thing. Use Discord.
Oh, dag nabbit, Mr. A.
No, I do have Discord.
Yeah. Oh, is it a video? Oh wait, hold on, no. Oh, okay, all right, I got it. It's a okay, I got it. All right, let me work this thing out here, and we will get here.
He's right
course.
though. He's right though. There are no even here in Aussie land there are no delays in Discord. So Mr. A is correct. I have to give him that.
Yeah,
That's true.
exactly. And I'll tell
I'm
you
just
what,
too
that,
fucking
yeah.
stupid to be able to use it.
I
though.
agree with you. I agree with you, Hungry. But I tell you what, when Twitter was doing that limiting on the DMs,
Oh yeah.
I was actually having to make plans to go to Discord, and I'm still using Discord some because some people with their wonderfully named little groups are kind of interesting out there. So, but hey, with that, like Jess said here, Midwest versus everybody giving the hometown tour. This used to be a video store. This is our town square. That's the new Culver's. This also used to be a video store.
True.
I mean, that's almost like Jess is making a joke about Best Buy and the fact that they're not doing any physical media anymore.
Yes, that's a
I
story that came
know.
out. Let me do that real quick. I know we keep saying it, but because that's a geekery type, that's a geek type
Yeah.
nerd type story. Because everybody, the missus has about 3,000 DVDs on hand of
Oh,
physical
I
media.
just got the most amazing haul today.
Okay, go ahead
I
and
went
talk about it.
I went to Goodwill, and I was just looking for TV shows because um, I just couldn't get any more movies. Most of them I have that are there. So I was looking for TV shows, and they had a huge haul. They had like all of the Closer with Kara Sedgwick. They had
Oh, right.
uh, Saved by the Bell, Fresh Prince
Mm.
of Bel Air, the original. Um, I got I completed my Smallville set, CSI New York because I love Gary Sinise. I'm just so
Oh yeah.
so I was getting them. So I got how many sets? So how many seasons I got? And I got some various other ones. But I think like 36 was it, Dadman?
Yeah,
So
36.
so 36 seasons of various shows. Normally they're $2.99 to $4.99 for the set.
Mm.
We have a thing where you can get 5 if you buy 5 DVDs, you can get them for $3.
Mm.
Whoa.
They counted each set as one, so I got 5 seasons for $3. So, all that stuff that I said, 36 seasons, I got for 30 like $36 or
It's
something
just
like that,
amazing. But
which normally we figured I should have paid $110 for them all.
right,
So, I got a
that's at the
bang up
discounted
deal.
price that you would have paid it. So imagine full retail value. But
Oh,
hey,
yeah, retail value, we don't even get to that.
hey, the great Max Redstone has made. Oh gosh, my computer. Mrs. Be ready to finish up if you have to. All right.
Oh, okay.
It's doing a good. There it is. Max, I'm from Chicago. Carbonated beverages are called pop. Yeah, I had that argument with somebody from Ohio, Amanda up there. Just the very first reason I had to dislike people from New England. They paraded me when I probably berated me when I said, "Where's the pop can machine?" Down here, everything's Coke. Doesn't matter, even if it's
Yeah, it's
Pepsi or
Coke.
whatever. It's
Can I
Coke.
have a Coke? And they're like, sure. And you're like, well, is it Pepsi? And they're like, yes. I says, well, then it's not Coke. I want
Yeah,
Coke.
exactly.
I want a Coke. Coke and Pepsi are two different flavors.
Now, Wes
And
Cagle
hello,
does have a
Max.
question for you, Mrs. That
Uh-huh.
all that sorting, you still haven't found the piece.
I did find the piece, but since I
Yeah,
was almost done, I figured I might as well finish sorting
yeah,
because I'm so close to being done. And then it'll,
yeah.
you know, be done.
Mr. Angel said at one point he'll build a Discord for me. Jess Jess says, yeah, I'm probably have to reboot later and set.
Mm.
Jess said the former Blockbusters is now now also formerly Family Video. One of our former Blockbusters is a Texas Roadhouse. Love Texas
Wow.
Roadhouse. Love that place. But hey,
And
all right.
the
Well,
family
yeah, go
videos
ahead.
around me were selling like DVD oil and all kinds of questionable things too to try to stay open for a while. But yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Come to your video store and
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at this headline before we close. The headline is from CNN Business. Best Buy will soon stop selling DVDs.
Mm-hmm.
From October 14, 2023. CNN Business. Dumb. What genius wrote this headline? Grab physical DVDs while you still can. We've been doing that for what, 5-6 years?
it's almost
Yeah, it's
uh,
been forever.
yeah.
Ever since they've made the move to streaming, it's like get the physical DVDs, especially when they start editing scenes out that are not acceptable or whatever
Oh,
yeah.
reasons.
I did get a series which I'm not going to say what it is, but it's hilariously funny, but
Mm.
it's extremely not politically correct.
Mm.
And I said I have to get it because if it's it's going to be gone soon
Yep.
Yeah.
because people just aren't going to, not people, corporations are going to
Well,
fix
100%,
it out.
Mrs. Because, I mean, for the
Yep.
past 3 years here, there have been certain episodes of Friends. I mean, Friends going
Yep.
back so long where they
Okay.
have edited portions out.
Well, let's
And-
before you, but hold on your thought there with that, because let me read in the
All right.
article a little bit,
Okay,
because I
sorry.
think this is germane to your subject. Before you expand a little bit, okay,
Sorry.
it said grab physical DVDs while you still can. Netflix mailed its last round of envelope. I missed that DVD last month. It was always special to see that. Now, Best Buy will stop selling DVDs and Blu-ray discs at the end of 2023 holiday season 2. Best Buy says that streaming has made DVDs obsolete, and they can
What?
use physical space in its stores and warehouses for tech products in
Huh?
higher demand.
I do agree with that. That most people will won't buy the media. They'd rather stream
Mm.
it or
Yeah.
get it by other means.
Now, it's quoted to say, to state the obvious, the way we watch movies and TV shows is much different today than it was decades ago, Best Buy said in a statement. Making this change gives us more space and opportunity to bring customers new and innovative tech for them to explore, discover, and enjoy. Now,
They want to sell junk.
it has
They
24,000
want to sell
DVDs.
junk.
24,000 DVDs listed on its website. The company has shrunk down aisles of DVDs in recent years. Even their video games are getting shrunk. Best Buy's exit from the market will leave Walmart, Amazon, and Target as the top retailers stocking DVDs according to Digital Bits. So, what's your thoughts on that matter? Because I tell you what, one of the concerns has always been they can edit out, they can change scenes, they can delete it. You do
But
not
you know
own it.
what?
You
You
do
do
not
not
own
own
it
it.
when it's streamed.
If you buy digital, there was one person that got very upset because their whatever closed down, and so they lost their um, media because they don't you don't physically own it. And I think
Yep.
that that is a big thing. You know, I'm not going to pay bucks for something that I
Yeah.
don't even have.
See, All in the Family is one of those shows that
Oh God, yes.
that could be very to
Hmm.
try to get Blazing Saddles. There's plenty of movies and TV shows that I mean, even scenes in Die Hard I've heard about that quote problematic that that there's some talk about editing out and stuff, and they
Yes,
are edited
Max.
on TED
Yes.
TV. So
I can
Yes,
see
Max.
edited on network television. I can see some of the stuff
yeah,
being edited on there, but any content, it just
again,
makes me cringe.
buddy, again, they used to have
Hmm.
one of the larger bankruptcies. They just filed for bankruptcy again.
Who is
May I
that?
give Max some
Uh,
credit here
yes,
because
go ahead.
this is something we were talking about a year ago, and this goes back
Hmm.
to before I had to take the call from my cousin. We were talking about the Mandela effect, okay? And one of
Hmm.
the biggest recent versions of the Mandela effect is, did Dolly from that James Bond movie have braces? So that's something Max is bringing up. And yes, she did. I saw that in the theater. I saw it on VHS. She had braces. Dolly had braces,
Right.
and that's all there is to it. So this goes into what our host, the Dad Man, is talking about. Are they going to remove things that are considered a little bit too me for
Yeah,
current audiences, for
and
BuzzFeed, for Tumblr, for all those other people? And the bottom line is, if you got a spine in your back, if you got a brain in your head, you don't need things to be changed. You can
exactly.
adjust your personality to understand and accept it.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And
I mean, there are
sometimes,
some things in Battlestar Galactica that some people are not going to like that we're going to talk about later.
Yeah.
Right.
By the way, okay, go ahead, Mrs. But I
and
got
I
to share something.
I was gonna say, and when you remove the problematic stuff, that sometimes you you mess up or you take away part of the show, obviously, but also a learning opportunity for people later
Mm.
generations, because
Yes.
because I follow this one creator on TikTok, and she is African American, and she loves old movies.
Mm.
Well, in a lot of the old movies, they've had blackface.
Mm.
And she,
Yeah.
says that they're very problematic and it's very disturbing. But her thing is do not remove. She has seen them removed from the. Do not remove them because these are. You should be uncomfortable, and when you get
Yeah.
uncomfortable, it allows discussion.
Yes.
And when you take that all away, it's not gone. It's just hidden now, and there's no chance for discussion. Now, do I think we should be making blackface now so we can discuss it? No, we know that's a problem. But
Right.
anything in the past, when you change it, you take away that opportunity to teach the future generations. And sometimes being uncomfortable with something in a show, you can go, there's a reason why you're uncomfortable, and this is why,
Mm.
because it's wrong.
Well, I
You
mean,
know,
can I just
and I,
ask you something, Mrs. Really
mhm.
quickly, and I will just request a really quick answer. Do you think that we should look at Huck and Tom and Becky and censor the book?
Because if you do, it's no longer the book.
Right. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes, and once again, it does. You read that book. That book should be banned. you read that book and you discuss the
Right.
problematic nature of it. And yes, it was at that time. Just because it was at that time does not make it right. And I think that's the big thing is that
Well,
we
I
can
agree. And
discuss the problematic natures of them.
well, I
And
mean,
and
I
they're
want to give a I want to give a big compliment to you and Dad Man, because one of the reasons I love talking to both of you is I am a big fan of Samuel Clemens, and you know
mhm,
his stage name, his writing
yes.
name, shall we speak, Mark Twain,
Mm-hmm.
and the aspect of it is he was a great humanitarian, and that was clear in everything he wrote and
Yep.
everything he said publicly, everything. And you look at his work, and if you are going to slaughter that, if you're going to slice and dice it, then you are going against the very thing he was fighting for long before the 1960s. Long
Mhm.
before the 1960s.
Well, let me take this opportunity to say hello to Tiger Stripes. Good to
Hey,
see you
Tiger!
again. Exactly. Did a
Oh,
great job on Rambling
hello.
Canucks uh, karaoke again last night and said,
Yeah, she
Mrs.,
was
you're
Joan
right.
Jett. She was Joan
Yeah.
Jett.
Said, you're right, Mrs. She was talking with a brother the other day. Most science fiction makes you uncomfortable because of the propositional change.
Mm,
Brain can't reject change. So,
Mhm.
exactly. And Lemon Pie is right. It's the candy you want to receive.
mm,
It's, and JT Kirk said there too. So,
Right.
hey, but on that note, I know JT's got to leave in a minute. Shall we
mm.
tease our show on Tuesday night? Uh, wait, uh, candy you need but don't deserve. Wait, that is Batman. And it's great to see you too, Tiger Stripes. But let me do this real quick. I am going to double pitch something right here. I'm going to
Oh,
pitch
you're going to
first, then I'm going
double
to
pitch.
tease.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
exactly. Tuesday night with 9 people here. I think people come in and out and all this. So 9 o'clock Tuesday night, October 17th. Lisa, JT Kirk, Hungry Boy, me. We'll be talking
Mm,
about the original 1978 Battlestar Galactica. It will be a survey. It could go 4 hours. Who knows how long we'll go? We're going to let it go naturally. Will not be episodic in nature of reviews. Parts of things could be brought up in specific scenes. We
mm,
do, but it's a big look back to it as a whole. One of the
mm.
other things, like I've told them that I've not shown anybody yet, what I want to include is I got a few things that things, not the toys and all that stuff, but kind of the side issues. And I don't want to just
Oh,
spoil all of it, but this is going to be an iconic episode and scene in, I think it was the second part of the first, the part two,
right.
Mhm. Yep.
dealing with the planet.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we will deal with what we have to deal with. And I'm going to show
Mm,
this because this is something that could touch on that. But you know what? It is what it is. And, but it's part of what I want to show in terms of what we have to show, folks. So,
mm-hmm.
are you dying to hear this, hungry boy? Are you ready for this
You were
one?
about to say Clobby, weren't you?
He was.
Nah,
He
I'm
was.
pushing too many buttons.
I'm just
So,
kidding, bro. I'm just kidding.
Yes, he
I'm
Yes,
probably
I'm dying
was.
to see it. I'm dying to
all
see it.
right. Oh, see, and here, Song of the South. Yeah, exactly. That's the one that you can't
And
find out.
the criticism of Song of the South.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, there was problematic stuff in it, but the criticism, it was just a bad movie.
yeah,
It was a bad movie. I've
uh,
got a copy of it.
Oh,
yeah,
Mrs.
It's not a good movie.
yeah.
I
Well,
just
Well,
I can agree with that. I just have to jump in here for one. Forgive me, damn man, but
sorry.
yeah,
I, I mean, I think the missus will understand my complaint here, which is if somebody has seen the original movie, and I saw it on the re-release when it got re-released to theaters, right?
yeah.
I've seen the movie, but if somebody is complaining about the film and they've not actually seen the film, then I have a beef with them. It's like complain
Yes,
about what you've seen.
Hmm.
yes. And I've seen it, and I just think it's a bad movie.
Well,
All right.
Fantasia is
Well, hey,
magnificent, right?
let's do this. Let's do
Fantasia,
this.
yeah, I love
Let's do
Fantasia.
this. Let's go ahead with Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right? Hungry JT Kirk, because I know JT's got to leave.
Right.
But
Right.
here, this goes back to that scene.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
You can't wait to show these comics, can you? You cannot wait.
I can't wait. I mean, folks, there's another thing that I have with it too. I mean, there's a few other things. We're not going to spend a lot of time showing all the pages of the comics, but hey, this was early on episode number 3 of the comics with this. So hey, hopefully y'all join us Tuesday night, and if you can't make it live, catch us on the replay. And look how dangerous that Cylon is. A real Cylon. He's not a human talking, babbling and stuff. He's got
No,
muscles
that's
for a robot. He's got
oh yeah. And
know.
also, out of respect to Tiger, okay, she's bringing up something in the chat.
Okay.
That is absolutely true of the retrofitted, you know what I mean, Tiger, retrofitted version of Fantasia. But I saw the original version of Fantasia, and I saw the omitted part that you're talking about. So it was fantastic that you brought this up in the chat. Thank you, Tiger.
Exactly.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Mr. Angel said he had this comic. Exactly. There's so many that I had. Hey, it is Boxy.
Oh, damn it.
I mean Muffy. Yes, Muffy. I Daggett. Yes. I love the dog. But hey, we might talk about that Tuesday night. So come be part of that. And let's see if Magic Fresh can raise our blood pressure. So
Max.
But anyway, folks, thank
Max
y'all
is
so
trying to get you ratings by having me die on stream with you. That's a joke for Max. He gets it. We like black humor. We like gallows humor.
Yes.
Max and I like gallows humor. We get it. It's okay.
Exactly.
I don't call them daggets. I call them dangets, or I call them daggets.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing this day and age, just to
hated
be
that
careful
thing.
of everything. So
I hated that bloody thing. Oh.
yes. So make sure you join us Tuesday night, October 17th.
Lemon.
Look, lemon pie. I can't. I don't even have a clue about that. I'll leave it to the Trek experts to debate that and stuff like that. And all that. So, and I will tell you. Just come join us, and we got to wrap up. But Tiger Stripes, yeah, there's a town near us. Up in Georgia, Eatonton, that actually is home of all this Uncle Remus. The whole town's dedicated to it and have memorials to that. They
That's
have the Uncle
where
Remus Museum.
the author was.
Exactly. So it's really, really nice. That's something we could try to talk about one time if we want to. But
Deadman, didn't you have one other future project that you were teasing out? I remember the other day you were showing something.
Let me tease a couple. Let me tease a couple projects real quick. So that's the first one. I gotta get back to the.
I'm trying to remember what I don't know what to call it because you had like question marks.
We got it. So the icons. So that's the wrong one. But hey, we got a lot of stuff that's going on here these days and this day and time. Okay, what I do want to say is also after that on Wednesday night, I hope that you can come by and join me and my kid as we walk and ramble. We really squirrel around on this one too, and topics may vary. I'm now about to call you Max Hungry. He lost his mind when the kid starts talking up NF, crypto crap, sliced video, sliced art, and all this stuff. Crypto.
You got a smart kid, bro. You got a smart kid. You and the missus got a smart kid. She is wonderful, and oh my God, I would love to talk to her about certain animation stuff and comic book stuff, and all the artsy fartsy stuff. But we have a lot of things to get through before we go there.
Exactly. Yes. So join us Wednesday night for that. You will start seeing tweets about that. But to what was being teased right there, another tease is, we like teasing, and we're going to have fun with it as much as we can.
You like teasing. It drives me insane.
I know it does. But hey, with 10 people watching us now, we got a special stream announcement October 27th at 9 p.m. So come and join us a week from Friday as we announce a special stream announcement programs to come down the route, down the road, and hope you can enjoy it with us and make plans. We're going to talk about it this night and then reveal who's going to be on this panel. So make plans to be there. So,
Very cool. Very
it's
cool.
gonna be interesting. So,
I'm like still trying to figure out who it is and what show and like, yeah,
yeah, exactly.
It's,
Everybody will keep you guessing and stuff like that. Well, we got to keep some drama around here, good drama and stuff like that. So, all right. But again, let me close on a somewhat serious note because we are only one Dad Man Walking 55. And we are only on Twitch. We are on YouTube. That is it. Nowhere else. Now, I will say there are tons of Dad Man Walking out there, and some vary with numbers, and there's just regular Dad Man Walking. But if it's using our avatars, that's not us. We are only Dad Man Walking 55. And I'm not sure what your exact title is, but here, follow me,
Mrs. Dadman.
Mrs.
Usually it might be an M Dadman Walking 55, I think.
Yeah,
is
on
mine.
Twitter, yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean, your YouTube channel, we'll have to look at all that when you start that. But listen, here we go. Dadman Walking 55 on YouTube, Twitch, and on Twitter, most importantly. This is me and this is us. And I tell you what, if you get something weird and it doesn't sound like me, it probably ain't me. And if it's not these specific, then it's not me. So, hey, just be careful of that. Just letting you know. And as JT Kirk put it out there, this is the actual one. I appreciate your support. We got 9 people still here closing. I could go another 4 hours, but I probably do need to get a little bit of sleep tonight. And we also got, yes, I will do this. For 500 celebration, I will stream from the bathroom. How about that?
No.
Did we lose Hungry Boy? Or did he mute?
did we?
I don't Hungry. I don't see him up on the.
Try putting him back on.
Yeah, he was in and out.
No, sorry guys, I had a bat issue to deal with.
Bat. Okay. But hey, I'm covered. But look, Max Redstone says I'm going to do broadcasting from the bathroom. There you go.
No.
And not waiting for missing teeth, buddy. No, not at all.
No,
but hey.
no.
Hey, Max Redstrom, Max, I was dealing with a bat room situation.
It only
Dad joke.
It was only better if you were in Baton Rouge.
Oh
gosh. Okay, that made me hurt a little bit.
The missus is groaning.
A little bit, yes.
On that note, guys, we'll see you next time. Y'all having I did not say I would be bathing during it, so but I can use Everybody have fun. This is a blast tonight. West KO, you're welcome. Thank you all. Thank you for everybody came through. Even if you were here late, Tiger Stripes, thank you for coming in when you did. Everybody that's been here the whole time. Thank you, people that have been in and out. Thank you, the lurkers. Thank you so much. Hope you had fun tonight. And we did 3 hours, 17 minutes. I did not plan on going this long once again, but hey, you guys make this fun and a blast. And y'all have a great night and have a great week ahead. Bye, all.